It's bad, literally. That's bad.
Hey man, listen.
Podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware. Where are you from?
Now, who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy D-Mac, man. Fire Nice Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Yo. Come on, Freshie, man. Come on, man. Been 2 years on the controls, man. Got no good. Got no good. Be in there like swimwear.
Let's get a little more, man. Let's get a little more. Why? A little more, man. A little more. You're now rocking with the best, man. It's Fright Night, the best night of the week. You can be anywhere in the world, but you vibing with us, man. Welcome to the Fire Nice Experience, the live legends, the One Take Titans. Once again, man, walk with us. Experience this thing that we call love out here, man. Walk with us. It's your boy, Coach, and I present to you the world's greatest, often imitated, never duplicated, the Fire Nice, man. Give it up. First things first, man. Shot o'clock. Stole one back real quick. Sipping on the finest of, as some people like to call it, tequila. I like to call it a little bit of Kilroy. You know what I mean? It don't matter. That's good enough.
Okay.
Throw one back, man. Salute. Before we get into it, let's get it. You know what I mean? How y'all feeling today? Like that? Like that?
Feeling cool, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Feeling good. Feeling very good, man. You know, feeling good. Looking good. It's Tuesday night. My favorite day of the week. Feeling marvelous. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yo, I just wanted to ask y'all something. Yo, y'all seen the Charleston White Cam Newton joint?
I saw a little bit of it here and there, this and that, a little bit.
I mean, this nigga had a debate about Charleston White. He wasn't fucking with Charleston White.
Oh.
Who was it?
You wasn't. Hold time out. I'm gonna give you the conversation. Cause I was telling you about him.
Mm-hmm.
You was like, yo, I ain't feeling that. I'm like, yo, but they're community activists. You was like, yo, that make it even worse. Cause
I know that wasn't me that said that. I said,
let's move on.
all right, well,
Is it on tape?
Nah, we had a conversation on the phone.
Okay.
Because I called him like, yo, you gotta check this nigga Charleston White out. Cause he ain't watched him yet. I introduced him to him.
I've watched a lot of Charleston White.
This was years ago, Fresh. This was like 2 years. This was like 2 years ago. You didn't.
No, maybe Now I'm thinking he might was talking about this kind
No.
of like 2 weeks ago.
No.
Okay.
No,
when he
this
said
was 2
something.
years ago. And I was
Okay,
telling you
well.
about Charleston White.
Mhm.
And I was telling you about his antics. And you was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. He was like, yo, but you was like, yo, but he talking crazy about black folk and all that. And then I was like, nah, but he a community activist. He been his joint just on the internet is just a persona and all that. And then when I told him it was a community activist, you flipped it and was like, yo, that's even worse. Because the kids that he working with in the community could see him acting all dumb and crazy like that. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay. That
you
sounds like
fuck with.
okay. So
Just sound like you.
so what did he say to make me? I mean, that's what I
You know what I'm saying? But you fuck with him now.
yeah. Well, when he introduced me to him, I didn't hear anything about him. When he heard the rundown, I was like, nah, I don't fuck with that. If you out here doing that kind of shit, but you a community activist, damn how I think it looks. You got people you got to hold up with credibility. These is kids. Like, man, you can't be coming in here and talk about you this and you that. And then you go on there and talking all crazy. That's
No.
without me hearing anything.
Well,
he
he's
said.
doing that anyway. Because that's you know,
Yeah.
you got to sell records. You got to sell records, man. Well, listen, we got a little of this and that today. We got some fun tonight. We got some topics we want to discuss, man. But before we do that, anything got you on fire today, bro?
Yeah, some shit got me on fire today, man. You ever worked at a job that was weird? And I'm gonna preface this by saying
A weird job. Define weird. What do you mean?
I'ma get
Okay,
to
well,
that.
I'm gonna let you
I'ma
define
get
it.
to that, man.
I'm gonna let you define it.
because what I'm gonna say is, man, the grass ain't always greener.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, I may look like I do a lot of shit, stuff, at a drop of a whim. But a couple weeks ago, I let everybody know that I quit my job. But I had some things lined up, so I was like, all right, I'm pretty cool. I'm just not quitting my job to be floating. So I finally get to this new job, man, and it's weird. It's really weird, man, and it's easy as shit, and I get paid more money than I did at my old job. But the shit is fucking weird, man. This shit is
So give me some context. Give me some context. Why is it weird?
I'll put it to you like this, man. As black as I am and as down as I am for black people, man, it's been a long time since I worked at a job where there is all black people. No Mexicans, no white people, no Asians, no nobody but black people. Cool. I come into the job, I'm automatically one of the 2 oldest people there. There may be some exploitation here. But that part I kind of overlooked. But then I seen what we doing, and I'm like, I'm cool with that. I'm not sure how legal this is, but I'm cool with that.
It's legal, fresh.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's legal. I'm just saying, I think we in a gray area though. That's for damn. I mean, I don't know what it is. The shit
They do. That's how the other countries get the shit that we got.
got it. And the shit is weird to me. We just gonna open up a perfectly good package and say, "Yep, that's a dress in there," and close it the fuck back up. You know what I'm saying? The shit is weird to me. And the weirdest shit about the job, man, is just they want you there. They're like, man, you can work all the hours you want to work. Cool, no problem. You work half hour past your job. Man, you don't want to stay no longer? Fuck no, I don't want to stay no longer. I'm not sure what you thought was going on. I just gave you 9. I don't want to do any of that other stuff. All right, cool. We see you in the morning. No problem. You want to come in early in the morning? My man, sis. What the fuck? I'm going to come in at the time I usually come in, and I'm going to leave the time I usually leave. The shit is easy. Why don't you hire more motherfuckers to do this shit? On top of that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, man, the shit is kind of weird because everybody I asked who's been there for a significant amount of time, they've given me all the same answer. And that was the shit that weirded me out. Hey, man, I know you been here. I've been here a couple years. How you like it? That's never a good sign. You feel what I'm saying? So
The long side.
yeah, you know, and then I'm like that's never a good sign. People like, yo, it's cool. I mean, it's alright. They even say that like. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is up with this job that is so easy that nobody wants to work this motherfucker? You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, it's easy. I'm still open up a box, put it back in. All right, cool. That's all I do. That's all I do. And get paid more money than I was getting paid at my old job. So why the fuck is it so weird, man? Why the fuck is it so weird? And the whole time I'm like, damn, these earbuds ain't doing the job. Other shit ain't doing the job. Then I just started getting a little heated. I ain't gonna quit or nothing like that. But I was like, the grass is not always motherfucking greener on the other motherfucking side of the lawn.
Why are you upset though? Cause the job weird?
Yeah. Yes.
Why? Cause it's all black people. You think they using you cause it's all black people. That's weird to you, which is crazy. Motherfuckers been working there for 2-3 years, but they didn't tell you what was wrong. But you can't sense that nothing's wrong because all y'all do is open packages and all that. So I don't get it.
Nah, well, the people who just started like me, or just like in the last couple months, they like, we can't get no real live answers from nobody either. You know what I'm saying? You ask somebody who's been here, like, it's all right. Like, what's all right about it? You know what I'm saying? What you like most about it? Man, they let me work all the hours. Okay, cool. I'm not judging. I'm just like, the shit is weird. Nobody likes the job. But it's easy. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody likes the job. Nobody
But
wants to
that's
say
what I'm
anything
saying.
about the job. Like,
Because you get what I'm saying? If the job is what he's saying it is, why wouldn't they like the job? Because they don't like working? You can work as many hours as you want, get as much money as you want. All you doing is opening pack, as you say, all you doing is doing this. So what's the problem?
I don't like this shit is weird. I think the shit is weird. A couple other people think the shit is weird. That's a problem with me. The shit is weird. I can't. All that shit is weird to me.
Okay. Well,
All that shit is fucking weird to
I
me,
don't
man.
understand.
well. I mean,
But you think, yo, so you gotta work at a job that got white people?
Now that was just something. That was just one of the things that added up. Like, man, that was that. Yeah, that is kind of weird to me. That is kind of weird to me.
But would it be weird if you was the only black guy?
Nah, I'm used to that a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like, or being one of the minority. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't been anywhere except black restaurants where it's just all black people. And I ain't saying that's a bad thing. All I'm saying is everywhere else they do business.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird to be like, yo.
I remember I used to work at this was a long, long time ago. I used to work at Sim Associates, and it was very predominantly black in there. It was a collection agency.
Civil
was a collection-
associates,
it was a collection
everybody on there on the phone, call center, black, all the black babes and shit.
It was call center, and it was very predominantly black. So I mean, yeah. I remember one of the best jobs I ever had in my life, First USA Bank, very predominantly black.
But is that
Predominantly
all
black.
black? I mean, I ain't
But I mean, when you say all black, like, do you mean it ain't a white person in sight? Literally, no.
no.
Okay, well, that is kind of weird. Where there's
No.
literally no white people in sight.
No, there are no white people, no Mexicans. It's 10 black people.
Well, I mean,
That's not even a lot though.
well, it's a lot to
little
have no
warehouse.
white people. I mean,
Not in a little.
do you say you haven't seen any white people on the premises at all?
None.
So they doing this sub. They like a sub packaging. They like a sub Amazon.
Interesting. Okay, moving
It's
on.
1,000 of those. It's millions of those. That's why I was like, yo, that shit be, cause it's the Chinese got so many warehouses in Delaware, like inside of another business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if my brother was working for the chair. Remember the chair company I was telling you he was working for?
Mm-hmm.
The Chinese people, whoever they was getting all their packages shipped there.
Mm-hmm.
We rap them and do what you were saying, do all that, and then they have a guy from New York with a big 18-wheeler come pick it up and take it back to New York, and they sell it. You know what I'm saying, like that, or send it over to their folks.
But that's what I'm saying. All the stuff that I got has already been bought.
This shit is bought too. You open it up to see. They get you. Sometimes you might got the little joint. You know what I mean? They might give you the little phone shit, and you look all the packages that come through. You open it up and see if that's in there. Close it back up. Boom. Then you wrap the whole big pallet up. Put it on a joint. They going out of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that shit's weird.
It's a million of them.
Nah,
that's what they doing.
think it's
Okay,
weird.
well, it's weird.
I think it's weird.
Like we could start that right now.
Let's get it.
That's what I'm thinking now. Talking about because that's what all these babes is doing. All these babes that sell clothes and the pack, and they gotta get all the packages. They do all the packages in their house. Now they don't have to. Sometimes some of them get advanced. They don't have to do that. They get it shipped somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A motherfucker like you will open it and package it up, wrap. You know what I'm saying?
You have no many times I wrote down wig bundle, 3 pieces.
That's what I'm saying. I know, because all these babes, that's what they do now. Because you can have your own shipping company.
Yeah.
And basically that's what it is. They give you the joints, the shit you can put on the boxes. You know what I mean? You get a little system on your laptop. It'll spit them out. Like the spit them out. Them babes going into business selling that Shein and Fashion Nova stuff.
T-Move.
Yeah, what? They going into business, getting rich. Lashes.
Maybe I'm new to all this. I'm always new to all that kind of shit. I'm like, 'cause that's exactly all the shit that I just should be seeing. A lot of lashes, a lot of makeup, a lot of wig bundle.
It's like everybody. It's like I'm gonna put it like this. It's like everybody. You can open. You got an Amazon, so they shipping through you.
Basically.
You know what I'm
I just
saying?
didn't know if that shit was legal.
And most people out of the country, they probably got one shipper. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if it's some a Jamaican or an African working around that mug.
Funny you say that. It's funny you say that. The only, I guess, non-American, all black. Anywhere's your birthday? Oh. She just came back from Jamaica. Now, when he's saying it like it sounds legit, and that's all that's all good, but it sounds like everybody like, oh, we hit the new hustle.
Yeah, it's a hustle. It's a hustle. It's like cutting the middleman out. I don't got to send it through. I don't got to send nothing through the postage. I'm doing it. Now, if you wanna send something, go ahead and send it to me. My man opened up a joint. My man that was under me under the studio. He had a mail it to me joint. His joint got so big, he got like
Gotta get
UPS trucks now. He got 18 wheelers now. You know how he's shipping people stuff. They go to him specifically. He ain't UPS or FedEx, but he get UPS, FedEx stuff. They go straight to him to send the packages. That's all that.
Gotta
you know
be
what I mean?
cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, it cut out the middleman. Amazon bring the shit right to us.
Y'all bring it right to us.
Like, why couldn't you just send it to them now? It'd be cheaper if we give it to y'all. Like, okay, fuck it. So we got to do something. Rip the shit open, pack it back up.
All right, keep it moving, Phil. We're just rolling.
All right. So listen. Just quick thoughts. The Philadelphia City Council passed a bill Thursday that bans the use of ski masks in parks, schools, public transit, or other city-owned buildings, a move they say will help law enforcement solve crimes, but that civil rights advocates believe will criminalize people of color. Big deal, no deal? Is it going to do anything?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Taking off the masks. Listen, it happened a lot of places though, but you're not gonna hear it. You're not gonna hear it announced a lot of places. A lot of states, when Philly passed the law, a lot of states passed the law too, like 10 or 11. But you're not gonna hear it. You know what I mean? Because that's how they gonna get these young dudes walking around with these ladders in they pocket with these pooch shiesties on.
Yeah, the pandemic definitely made it fashionable to bring your mask. And
Like,
shit
it made it
back
a
out.
thing.
It made it a thing because I remember before it was like, nah, you can't, no mask, no hoodies, none of that. I mean, we were so far away from.
Yeah, it wasn't even like it wasn't that it wasn't no mask, no hoodie. Like you didn't walk around with that on. That wasn't
Right.
normal.
And
To
now
just have a ski mask on just all day long. Like that wasn't normal.
like we out of the pandemic and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think we should go back to taking off the Pooh Shiesty mask. I mean, keep your regular mask on, but your Pooh Shiesty, that may have criminal intent in it more than, just a blue with two rubber bands. Now, if you still want to do your shit,
You could very well do it. You could very well do it in
and two rubber bands. Because they're looking out for the Pooh Shiesties. With that being said, I'm for them. Like I said, I'm for them being with the, taking off the Pooh Shiesties and all that, because that's how it was before the pandemic. Me, myself, I'm not saying I'm scared, but I'm definitely looking at people. I don't know what I don't know what you're going to do to me or somebody around. Usually somebody who do some crazy shit, they wear a mask like that.
This is true. It's gonna have an effect though. Do you think it's gonna ultimately have an effect or no? No effect.
Yeah, man. Listen,
Yeah.
if they don't want to take them off, it's a new stop and frisk. They're gonna
That's a good
jump
point.
out on you.
That's a good
if
point.
if they ride by and you got a Pooh Shiesty on, they're jumping out.
You fit in the description.
They're jumping out.
And it ain't even really no description. It's just
They're
ski
jumping
mask.
out because that gives probable cause now.
Pause.
That gives probable cause now. Fuck what you did intent. That gives probable cause for us to put you on the wall and search you. And we're going to find 9 times out of 10, we're not going to find nothing else but guns.
Or paraphernalia.
No.
Well, when I say
No.
paraphernalia, I mean paraphernalia literally.
Bullets.
Just everything. Just
Paraphernalia ain't even a
They don't
crime
carry
no more.
drugs. That's what I said. They don't carry drugs, weed, and that ain't nothing. They might have a perk.
That's for personal use.
a perk, some weed, and a hammer.
With a switch.
Keep the mask on if you want. They jumping out. Stop and frisk.
Yeah, if you a fool, keep your Pooh Shiesty mask on and keep a hammer on you.
They banned all masks. The even the ones that look like this, the bobsledding joints. The ones that got the whole fitness, the hat, the joint, they banned them and everything.
You got
They
your
called
whole
the
face
balaclave
showing.
or something. The balaclave, man, they banned all them joints.
you got your whole face showing.
Like, yeah, no, it ain't even a mask.
It ain't a mask.
That's like a fucking damn near a very tight head wrap. That ain't even no mask. But hey, man, it's loosely considered
Nah,
along the
it helps
same
the
lines.
Niggas throw the mask on and put them over top of it. You know what I'm saying? So it got your whole face out, you know what I mean? But the mask, you know what I'm saying? So still got, you might be, you don't even see really, you know what I mean? Ain't no little extra nothing.
Well, the thing is, you got enough cover on there where they were like, if you bring that up in court, you can't positively identify that. Man, he had on
Reasonable
two
doubt.
masks.
It's reasonable doubt.
Two masks.
Yeah, just like Diddy and his masquerade mask. Proceed.
Cool. So listen, I want to share with y'all something that I ran across. It's pretty it's pretty it's pretty crazy. You ever heard of the Casual Killing Act in Virginia?
No, you gotta let me know about that.
Okay, so now give me a second here. All right, so this is pretty crazy. It was a killing. It was an act and a law in 1669 that made it legal to kill. Right now, the Virginia Casual Killing Act of 1669 was created fairly early in the history of American slavery. At the time, there were only about 2,000 enslaved Africans in the country, but violence against them was so common that the authorities had to enact legislation that would shield white slave owners from the law. Now, mind you, this is a a law that would shield white slave owners from the law. One of such devious acts is the Casual Killing Act of 1969, which declared it legal to kill a slave while correcting the said slave. The law was enacted on the 20th of October, 1669 by the Virginia Colonial Assembly and was eventually codified into Virginia's first slave code of 1705. The enactment of Slave Code 1705 is considered to be the consolidation of slavery in Virginia and served as the foundation of Virginia's slave legislation. The Virginia Slave Codes of 1705 were set laws governing relations between enslaved people or Virginian residents that were passed by the House of Burgess of the colony of Virginia in 1705. The codes were devised to exert more control over Virginia's expanding African slave population. It also regulated the interaction between slaves and citizens of the Crown Colony of Virginia and took away the rights of free black men to hold any public office and the right to testify as witness in court. Some of the slave laws contained in the 1705 Code. 1661, a law making race-based slavery legal was passed in Virginia. It allowed any free person the right to own slaves. In 1962, the Virginia House of Burgess passed a law that said a child was born a slave if the mother was a slave. In 1662, the law also freed white fathers from any responsibilities toward their mixed-race children.
Ain't no mulattoes around this motherfucker, huh?
Man, if they owned them, they could put them to work or sell them. It also voided the previous prohibition against enslaving Christians. Anything interested about that?
All that's interesting.
I'm saying I don't care about that shit. That shit, what you said, 1600s.
Okay, well,
But it's still on the books, though.
You can't use it though. That a white they can't get convicted because you say I'm a slave owner. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no slave. You can't say that. I'm not your slave. You killed me. You're going to jail. They gonna use something else to get you off. It ain't gonna be no slave owner. That shit right there.
they would use, I guess, the modern day version of
Which they already been using. So, but
Right.
that shit right there, that shit none of that shit could get used today.
just a piece of history, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a piece of history. But
Yeah, just a piece of history, man. Let's keep it. I thought this was let's switch to rap, man, a little bit here, right? And we glossed over this last week. No, I think it was last week or the week before. But I think it's big because it hits on so many levels from such a particular individual that I think it deserves discussing, man. Andre 3000 literally said that, and I quote, I don't have anything to rap about. I'm 48. What am I supposed to? I'm 40s. I'm in my 40s. What am I supposed to rap about? Right. And along with that comment was ultimately saying, is it him saying I can't rap anymore or I'm not interested in rap? You can look at that multiple ways with the statements that he's most recently made. How do you feel about it?
not interested in rap. He could still rap. I'm just not interested in rap. I'm saying that type of person, he not gonna go rapping about shit he used to do.
Okay.
And right now, he's not doing nothing. He's sitting in the house playing a flute.
Right.
I go to the grocery store. I'm playing the flute. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising my kids. I'm not rap, and if I do want to rap, I'm not rapping about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to rap about the stuff that I do right now because it's nothing.
So can I pose a
It's
question?
not entertaining.
Can I pose a question?
Go ahead.
So if you got a base of fans and you say it's not entertaining, as your fan, where does that leave me?
But as a fan of Andre 3000, you might be a fan of the music he no longer can make, or his desire to make.
want to make.
Yeah.
his raps have never been
All his
of
his
the,
fans are our age,
right. So
and he don't want to make the music he was making when he was younger.
who says I want to hear the music he was making when he was younger? As if, and let me, well, let me
That's
finish.
why he
Let me
gave you a
finish.
flute
Okay, go ahead.
music. That's why he gave you a flute album. No music, just listen to this. No words, just vibe to this music.
Okay,
That's
so
that's what he would think a 50-year-old want to do. I guess.
well, he's wrong.
That's what I said. That
He's
was
wrong.
disrespectful thinking I wanted that.
He's wrong. I didn't want that because
He went his jazz route.
so let me ask you this question because he's never been like I've never appreciated him for his quote unquote hard or street, you know what I mean, that kind of content,
The
any
authenticity of
aggressive content. No, not at all. I've always appreciated him as more of a poet, a creator, a creative. So that thought process isn't I don't agree with that because I'm not looking at him for stuff that he used to rap about when he was 19 years old because I'm not 19 anymore. I've grown with him. So he hasn't rapped in 15 years because the last Outkast album with him and Big Boy might have been 2008, that Idlewood album. And the last actual album might have been 2002, and that's Love Below, which wasn't an actual rap album.
And he was talking about he wasn't rapping then, so or didn't want to rap then. So he actually was telling us, I'm tired of this music shit. Well, tired of this rapping shit.
Okay.
Because he has a couple of R&B songs, on a Love Below, but he ain't rapped since. So why don't you just say that? Like, I don't fucking feel like rapping. And everybody.
Because he didn't want to say that. He told you what it was. He doesn't know what to rap about.
I think that's odd.
He struggles to rap. He don't know what to rap about. He said it. He was very specific in what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't know what to rap about.
I think he was saying that figuratively because he could rap about anything.
But I'm glad you said that because he said
Well, he know he could rap about anything.
he gave examples.
He's specifically saying
No, what he specifically said was
he could go outside and rap about birds.
That's the same thing we saying.
He don't want to rap about birds though. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not what he said.
So you just think he forgot how to rap.
Nah, I
what
didn't.
I'm saying.
I'm telling you exactly what he's saying.
I know you telling me this, but I'm telling you figuratively he wasn't saying. He said I don't have nothing to rap about.
Tell us what he said exactly.
What am I supposed to rap about? I struggle with rapping. That's what he said. That's what he said.
He don't want to just rap about the birds outside, which is fine, but it's like you found something to play the flute about. Whatever reason that was, you found a reason I want to play the flute because that makes you happy. Cool, no problem. If you want to do that, then that's what it is. But what you can't do to somebody like me, and I'm assuming somebody like you as well, is to say, I can't find anything to rap about. I don't know what I would. No, just say, I don't feel like rapping. Say that shit.
I think it's
crazy.
I think it's bad because it plays into the old adage that, you can't rap past a certain age. But rap is an extension of poetry. Why can't you?
You've heard some old niggas say that. What am I supposed to rap about? He not the first nigga that said that when they got to a certain age.
That's fine. But
because you're limited in what you can create. Doesn't mean you that other nigga should listen to that.
Right.
That's not the benchmark because you're limited creatively. Isn't rapping about being creative? No, yes, no.
To me, honestly, I think yes, he is kind of. Not saying he pandering, but I still kind of want my people to show up in hip hop. But I'm telling you full wholeheartedly, this is not anything to do with hip hop. But you will feel bad. Well, I ain't gonna say feel bad. He don't feel any type of way. He feel how he feel. The one thing I know he would feel bad about if he tried to come back and rap and people brought up his motherfucking flute album. Nah, dog. Like, oh man, well, I feel like playing the flute.
So here's the quote. Here's the quote. They asked me why I ain't been doing music. And it was like, man, he said, what am I going to talk about? I'm in my 40s. Like, what am I going to talk about? What you want to know about me being 40 and the life I'm living at this age? What am I supposed to talk about? Your audience is 40.
Yeah.
We doing the same things you deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Be creative.
That's what I like you for, being creative.
Be creative.
Like, now I don't feel like being creative. I feel like playing my flute. All right, cool. You don't get no points. I mean, you don't necessarily, I don't take none away from you, but you get no points for that. You made a flute album. I don't get in the fuck.
I mean, there's some that said, you know, even Lil Wayne came out and said, wow, that was depressing. Like, I always got something to talk about. Always got something to talk about.
That's how I personally feel. It may not sound right or whatever. Like, I always got something to talk about. We have a talk show. We always got something to fucking talk about.
So I didn't take it that literally. I know he has something to talk about.
So he's giving us his answer, kids. Like, I know you got.
I don't even think it's giving his. My thing is,
Take it that literally.
this is
bro.
how
Like,
I
yo,
took it.
don't
This is
have
how I
nothing
took
to
it.
talk about. I just don't want to. I don't think motherfuckers gonna receive my life. That's how I was saying. The stuff that I'm doing. I could rap about that, but ain't nobody might not receive it. So I don't.
But you thought people would receive a flute album, though.
It wasn't for people. That was just for him.
Okay, so if you did a flute album for you, then rap for yourself.
He doesn't have nothing to rap about. He doesn't do anything. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't do
He
anything.
could have rapped about.
You mean he
playing the
just sits
flute.
in a? You mean he sits in a dark room by himself and just
could've
stares at the wall?
He might.
Rap about that,
He
then.
might.
Rap about that,
He
then.
might.
Why are you doing
He
that?
could have rapped about playing the flute.
He could have rapped. He could have rapped over the flute.
Coulda.
He could have rapped over the
But that's
flute.
what I'm saying.
About him sitting in a dark
But I
room,
know-
not
but
doing
I-
nothing.
That's why I didn't take it that literally. I know you have something. You could rap about anything. It's just that you don't feel like rapping.
Nas just came out with 6 albums
You
in
don't
3
feel
years
like rapping.
in his same class.
You don't feel like rapping. That's what it's basically down to.
So,
Yeah.
don't
That's
say
what
you
I
have
said.
nothing
It's
to rap
basically I
about.
don't feel like
Because
rapping.
when you say you have nothing to rap
Yeah,
about,
that doesn't.
as a creator,
Sonically, that doesn't sound
I
right.
don't-
That sounds like
I don't feel like rapping. Okay.
because to me when you say that, to me that affects your standing. Like, wait a minute, what you mean? You don't have nothing to rap about. That's the whole point of being a rapper, a creator, a poet. Spoken word.
So let me ask you this. Let me just say nothing. So, how old does a nigga have to get for him to have nothing to rap about?
Never.
Here, okay, so let me put it in this vein because that's a great question.
I'm just-
How old does a nigga have to be before he stop painting?
That's different.
No, it's not different. It's art. It's art, bro. It's art.
That's how
art.
I see it.
So if I was 60 years old rapping about the streets, what would y'all say?
If
See
it
you.
was hot, I'd be
You're
like,
rapping
that's
about the
my-
street?
You know how I feel.
You're rapping about the streets. If it sound hot, it's hot. But I'm assuming you wouldn't be rapping about the streets at 70. You would be rapping about your life experiences and what goes on right then and there.
Rap
Because your
about what-
audience is
I'm a
70.
rap.
Well, then rap then. That's my point. Rap, nigga,
I don't
rap.
care if it was fake. I don't care if he, like I say, he was 30, 40 years away from his
What does
game.
the age have to do about it? Rap, man.
The song is hot. Like, couple of his.
Because age has to do a lot with a lot of stuff.
Let me put it to you like this.
Nigga say, look at this old nigga a lot. Nigga,
Right.
say, man, look at this old nigga.
But if he was hot and bumping,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
What does what in the context of what we're talking about being creative? What does being old have to do with anything?
Most old niggas, they say cause they hating, not because they rapping. They say because they hating. Oh, look at this old nigga.
It's hard for nigga.
Everybody-
Sylvester Stallone still acting.
Man, Melly Mel still rapping.
Melly Mel ain't Andre 3000. I don't respect Melly Mel's creativity to the point where I respect what's the name.
No,
I just don't. I don't. But I'm not a Melly Mel fan. I'm not a Melly Mel fan.
Like, yo, why this old nigga still rapping?
I didn't say that.
But that's
No,
what
you
I'm
did
saying.
not. I
If you
didn't
don't
say that.
respect- if
I
you
didn't
don't-
say that.
If you don't respect his music, his art,
Nah.
you like, why the fuck is this old nigga still doing it?
No, that's what you said. That's not what I said. If he's rapping and I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it.
Go ahead and keep rapping because actually that's one of the things. There is no age group on. You can keep learning more words and how to put them together your whole damn life. Not like
He
basketball.
to me he wasn't a good rapper then. Like he's definitely not a good rapper now. He wasn't a good rapper then. He was the best rapper at that time, but unfortunately, it doesn't translate any further. The whole genre has moved forward in terms of the way you construct things. He's not creative to the point where he can captivate me. Andre 3000 is.
Possibly. We don't know. He might come out.
Or he may not be.
He might come out. So like,
You know what? He may not be anymore. He may not be anymore.
That's exact. You just made my point.
He may not be
Come
anymore.
out sound like Melly Mel. He don't want to do it. I'm cool.
You think he's just automatically gonna sound like Melly Mel?
that's what he think. And I'm like,
15 years.
and I'm like, man, you kind of
15 years.
like you was better than that.
15
He's
years.
never sounded like Melly Mel in no way, shape, or form.
Now hold on. Now I ain't never said that they don't sound alike at all. But caliber of MCs in their era,
Respective to who Melly Mel was in that particular era, he was
the
dope.
man. Or he
did
was-
I like him? No.
Oh, I love the message. I love
Yes, you love the message. I don't like Snoop, but I like certain songs. I despise Snoop. I don't like anything Snoop does. Very few and far between songs that I like from that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. And growing up tonight, man, learn
It's not for me. I don't like the guy. I don't like the guy, man.
I'm learning some things today.
You waiting for Andre 3000 verse? You don't fuck with Snoop?
Nah, I don't.
Everybody fucking Snoop.
Y'all fuck with Snoop as a person.
No, I fuck with Snoop's songs.
Y'all fuck with Snoop as a person.
I fuck with his music.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes, I like that
I
song.
fuck with a lot of Snoop
I like that
songs.
song. I don't like Snoop as a rapper.
I
I just don't like Snoop as a rapper.
I like his songs.
Yeah, I don't like him as a rapper.
I love it. He's my favorite West Coast artist of all time because I love
Okay.
more of his shit than anybody ever came from over there. I ain't seen
You know what? I'm not saying you crazy. I just don't like Snoop.
What? Snoop got
Hold on,
hit.
hold on.
Right.
I let the Wu-Tang start. You said, I ain't get on that early. But you said you
That's
only
a
fuck
totally
with, like,
different discussion.
certain songs from Snoop. Like, you don't fuck with Snoop, period.
I really like Snoop,
you
dude.
like,
I don't like Snoop as a rapper. I just don't. I don't like Snoop as a rapper, man. I just don't.
I guess that's how I double down on something crazy. Like, nigga, you
No, actually, it doesn't. Actually, it's not the same.
like,
It's nowhere near the same when you double down on something.
I don't fuck with
Yeah, I don't really like Snoop.
Sexual seduction. You.
I'm lost.
I'm lost on that one. I'm more lost on you don't fuck with Snoop over why the fuck Andre 3000 ain't rapping.
I just don't fuck with Snoop. I don't like Snoop.
Yo.
Rolling down the street, smoking in dope, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back with my bond on my buddy and my buddy on my mom.
When I first heard Snoop, doom 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 doom.
That was pretty dope.
Doom, doom.
That was pretty dope.
You said that like once a night for Snoop, and I'm like, I feel like that's short.
That's pretty dope.
That's pretty dope. Like
That's pretty dope.
that's his first songs ever since Steve. Like, it falling off.
Nah, there's songs that he got that I like, but overall, I'm not a Snoop fan.
I want to rock right now. Snoop, come on.
Snoop Dogg.
I see that's your guy, man. You know,
And Snoop
I mean,
is
that
that guy.
guy. He's my guy.
not mine. He's not my guy. He's not my guy.
Murder was the case that they.
He's not my guy.
I guess we are moving on, but
Not my guy, man.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Snoop like that. I'm really growing up tonight.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Snoop like that, dog. I just don't.
Nah,
Fuck
we
with
not
Snoop
saying,
like
you
that.
know, one of the greatest MC. When I say that,
Oh,
but I fuck with Snoop.
I fuck
Yeah,
with
I
Snoop.
don't.
Fuck with Snoop and
Yeah,
all
I
that.
don't.
I fuck with a lot of Snoop music.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit. I fuck with that shit.
I fuck with
That
Snoop.
shit is hard.
Like if it's anybody out of the West Coast, Snoop is at the top for me. Like if you say
Stopping like a rat.
Snoop,
When
throw
I
on
got
some
to
Snoop.
Nina Rush, you know
or
I got
Snoop.
to
I'm like,
have
not
it.
even Dr. Dre. Give me Snoop. Because I'm like, you better lay low. Come on.
Say that again. You said hopping, stopping, hopping like a
I don't
rabbit.
give a fuck about the raps. We all know that Kitty Cat rapper. We all know that.
Okay. All right.
We all know that.
But did you know that
Okay.
We all know that.
Hustlers was actually a practice song? Did you know that?
I don't really care.
This is for the G's and this is for the hustlers.
You said hopping, stopping, hopping like a rabbit.
That's one song, dog.
I mean, it's a lot of them. Like it's a lot of them. Like
And that shit was bumping.
it was a lot of them though.
And that
I just don't like Snoop,
Let
man.
me
That's
pull
just
your
that's
coat to
all.
something. Let me pull your coat to something.
That joint was bumping.
When Dre left Ruthless, he didn't have nobody. So his brother Warren G was like, I got this nigga, Snoop.
I know the story. I'm very
So-
familiar with the story.
Oh, so you do know that Snoop used to go in there and practice before songs. Did you know that? You're like, warm up, Snoop. Did you know that?
I don't really care. Like
Gotcha. So let me educate you. When he was living with Dre and after Ruthless, they'd get up and record their songs. But before they record their songs, Snoop like, I gotta get loose. Funny thing was, Dre was like, the nigga is crazy off the top of his head and getting loose. Go ahead, get loose. This is for the G's. This is for just play and get loose. Dre here. Record. He said, all right, I'm ready to go now, Dre. Nah, I got it. He was like, what you mean, man? It's just a warm up off the top of his head.
nice. That's very nice.
What I'm saying is, if your practices, whether you like them or not, your practices are majority loved. Majority loved. How dope are you as an MC? Now, we ain't talking about lyrical. We talking about, is the jam hot? And Snoop jams be fucking hot. And he flows over a lot of beats. A lot of times you gotta take your motherfucking Jadakiss ear off, like, man, this shit hot. Every song ain't gotta be motherfucking somebody rapping you down. And every song ain't gotta be
And that's what you
party
think.
song.
And that's what you think the premise is of why I don't like Snoop.
No, I don't know why you don't like Snoop. I'm trying to pull you in. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm trying to
listen,
pull you in.
you wasting rope because you ain't
And
gonna
that's
pull me
fine.
in.
And that's fine. But
I don't fuck with Snoop like that, dog.
I'm
It's
just
just
saying
that
that-
simple.
his practice songs made records.
Great. I'm glad you're impressed.
You're not.
That's nice.
So you would
You're not.
so you wouldn't put Snoop in your top 10?
Not really. Top 10 what?
Rappers of all time.
Top 10 rappers of all time?
Man, hip hop rappers of all time. Like
Nah, I
Honey,
wouldn't.
Freedom,
I wouldn't.
Big,
I wouldn't.
Jay-Z.
I just answered your question. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Making
I
sure
wouldn't.
that you knew because you asked like rappers, like you was great say rap.
No, I'm trying. I want you. I wanted. You said top 10 rappers. I wanted to make sure you was just saying just rappers, like the overall or what. I don't know what your category is. He's not one of my top 10 rappers, and that's just me. He's one of yours.
Yeah, Snoop will be in my top 10.
Okay, he's one of yours.
Possibly today.
Okay.
I don't know. But I mean, but that list is definitely fluid. But what I can say is he's way closer to the top than he is to where you got him at. That's what I'm saying. You know, he's definitely in the arguable, like, yeah, I can fuck with him, and
Right.
you like, nah, he ain't. Gotcha. Ooh,
Yeah, everybody loves Snoop except for me. I don't love Snoop.
that's crazy.
I don't love Snoop. Moving on.
You don't love Snoop Dogg. You
Nope.
got no love for Dr. Dre. You ain't got no love for Death Row.
Got no love for the West Coast, nigga. No love for the West Coast, nigga. You grew up on West Coast music.
It might have very well been that. It might have very well been that.
Man, you had to listen to the West
Nah, it
Coast.
very well may have been that statement. That might have soured me to Snoop. That very well may have been it.
Now we get to the crux.
That very well maybe. Now don't take that literally. I'm being facetious here. I'm being facetious. But speaking of another rapper, Fat Joe in his defense, Young Thug ultimately said that, man, all my raps was cat. As the youngest would say, all my raps was cat. What did Fat Joe mean by that?
All my raps is cab. He was trying to say my line. He trying to help Young Thug out.
I
That's
think
all that was throwing a bone.
I think
Muddying
that's
up the water.
I think that's definitely one of the reasons why he said it. But two, I think he said it because most of his cat. A lot of rappers raps is cat. Except a lot of these new drill rappers. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as like going back to where Joe started and all that, bringing quarter keys, he wasn't doing that shit. Or if he was doing it, he ain't saying it on a fucking record. So that's a cat. That's a cat. Now these days, I think a lot of people.
And motherfuckers think Jadakiss got more coke to fit on the whale scale. Nigga, he wouldn't be selling fruit, nigga.
It's cat. He wouldn't be selling no coffee or whatever the fuck coffee.
You gonna be selling smoothies?
If you got Benja Range money, you have a Benja Range money.
Why?
You need a rat.
Man, I got enough coke to fit on the whale scale.
It ain't too many tours that can get me that kind of motherfucking money. It ain't 2 or 3 tours that's gonna get me that kind of money. That's what I'm saying. A lot of rappers raps are cat.
He wouldn't be selling blueberry pomegranate smoothies.
Nah, he wouldn't this fucking tall. He wouldn't be rapping
You
none
need
of that.
to make money. I'm gonna make it money hand over fist already.
So what's real to y'all? Like what's real and what's quote unquote cap? Who's cap and who's real?
Nah, I'm just saying it depends on what you rap about. You can hear a cap in a nigga line because if you a regular person, a regular street dude or a regular, you can hear a cap in a nigga line in a nigga rap or whatever. You just know some things is impossible.
Yeah.
Or some things is just unreachable, or just some things coming from where you come from. Why would you go from that to do this? You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things like, come on, man.
A lot of people, I say they lying, man. I mean, they lying.
Exaggerate.
That's what I say. I'm saying, I never thought you was the person who East Coast is dope, West Coast is dope. See, Houston is weak. I'm sitting everybody's throat. I never thought that was a real line. You feel what I'm saying? But we've heard that line from Gangsta Nick. I don't think he ever said anything that was real. He was always hyperbolic. Always say to people, it's not about being real in your lyrics. It's about what my man had wrapped up really, really eloquently. Talib Kweli said, it's about the jam. It's about the jam. Don't matter if it's real. If the shit sucks, or if it's cold, if it's whack, don't matter how real it fucking is. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of songs, so many songs, probably every song, except like Trouble T. Roy, we reminisce over you, and those songs have lies in them. So many songs, R&B songs, I'll do it to you all night, satisfaction guaranteed. What are you talking about? Who's fucking all night? You feel what I'm saying? So many of these songs are cap. And the one big thing I said, I was like, yo, I hope these guys ain't doing all these things that they saying in the record, because one, you ain't supposed to be saying anything about what you doing this way. And secondly, this stuff that y'all saying is gonna get y'all locked up. Like they say, the lyrics shouldn't be brought up in court cases, but I'm like, if that's real, that's evidence. So I'm assuming, not assuming, I'm going to say that that is all lies. Because as we see, law enforcement and all that, they go through your shit line by line, word by word. So if it's real, you're going to get brought up on charges. And people are like, oh, you use my dog. Everybody else over here is either lying or using hyperbolic diction. Like, and the thing is about being real, I was like, well, I never thought these people were killers, but I never thought they wasn't capable of doing some of the things that they, I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you in a rat. You're like, oh yeah, that's a real nigga. He might do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You say some shit like, I know you ain't no killer, but I know you ain't no chump. You say some, fuck a motherfucker. Yeah, it's cat. But guess what you might do one day? Fuck everybody around this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? You fucked up 7, 8 motherfuckers? Nah, you might know what the man. Because I've seen you fuck up a person or two. I'm like, okay, 8, 9 people? That's a lie. But guess what? Put 8, 9 motherfuckers in front of him, he might just pull that off. He just ain't did it yet. Shoot this whole party. Motherfucker don't know me? Cool. I know you ain't shot no whole party. I know you ain't shot no whole party because you wouldn't be here, or if you did, you'd be like, I shot the whole party, got locked up, now I'm home. If you shot the whole party and you really shot the whole party, you a fool for saying you shot the whole party on a record. You a fucking fool. They're like, oh man, they use my words as evidence. Yeah, it is evidence. Because you shot the whole party and then gave an oral presentation
Dictation of it.
So, like I said, I believe, Joe, a lot of people are capping, and I definitely think that he's trying to muddy the waters for not just Young Thug, for a lot of people who may
For this
have
entire
their-
generation, though.
But what I'm saying is, it can't happen like that because when you rap about real shit, which they're doing or they have done, that's evidence. It ain't just, oh man, no, your raps, Fat Joe might have been 90% cap. That wasn't. Y'all two different people. 2 different entities, 2 different factions. And now, like I said, I think he's trying to muddy up the waters. But Fat Joe, I never heard you confessing about any crimes you committed. These people like, oh, we had the crime, and then this dude gave us the oral motherfucking evidence of it.
I mean, case in point. What's my man? That did what did he do? Like 10 years. Lil Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, it's murder.
The whole crew got indicted because of what he said in the raps.
Because it was real. Hot song. Nigga ain't made a hot song in what? 10 years. You know, I ain't fucking with rap no more, man. I'm jumping off and shit. I'm not even fucking with that shit.
He's a hip swiveler now. He's a hip swiveler now.
But you feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, dog, if you want to put all this real shit, real criminality into a song, why shouldn't it be evidence? Because the one thing was we ain't supposed to be telling on ourselves in raps at all. Let alone, like, yeah, I shot 5 niggas, and then they're like, shot 5 niggas, 5 people got shot over the base. Let me think, yeah, did the dude did have a blue card? You feel what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be doing any of that. So you should be capping in your lyrics, so you don't indict your damn self.
Moving on. I'm gonna read this for you, man. I thought this was I read this and it was crazy. Police raid gay venues in Russia after top court bans international LGBTQ movement. Police carried out raids on gay venues in Russia late Friday, 2 online Russian news outlets reported, one day after the country's top court ruled to ban the international LGBTQ movement and labeled it as an extremist organization. Thursday's landmark ruling by the Supreme Court sent a fresh shiver of fear through Russia's LGBT community, who have already faced intensifying crackdown in recent years, as President Vladimir Putin seeks to shore up his image as defender of traditional moral values against the liberal West. The raids took place in at least 3 entertainment venues in the capital, Moscow, according to the 2 independent Russian Telegram news outlets, Ozero Novosti and Sota. Police said that they were conducting routine drug raids, the outlets added. Ozero Moscow also reported that police photographed the passports of partygoers. Eyewitnesses said that security forces entered the premises under the pretext of anti-drug check and photographed visitors' passports, it said. In the middle of the party, they stopped the music and the police started entering the halls. The outlet also posted video of the eyewitness describing a fearful scene. I was there. I honestly shit myself when the music stopped and they said there was a police raid. I thought that was it. I would be in prison for 12 years. On the way out, they took a photo of my passport. So you understand, 300 of us stood naked in only underwear and waited for somebody to bring us clothes, and no one understood what was happening. Independent Telegram news channel Sota, citing an employee of the gay club Central Station in Moscow, reported the raids happened at the secret club and the Mono Bar in Moscow, as well as the popular pop-ups, the Hunter's Party. So it also reported that the Central Station Club in St. Petersburg announced its closure on Friday, saying the club's management said they were denied further rental of the site due to the new law.
One thing I prefaced it by stay the fuck out of Russia. Again, let me please reiterate that. Stay the fuck out of Russia. If you ain't white, stay the fuck out of Russia, because you can be white and gay, you can be white and a drug dealer, you're going to jail. But if you just white and straight, you fine. Stay the fuck out of Russia. With that being said, man, why the fuck are you going to Russia to do your gay shit?
I mean, that's just like a regular dude going to any other country to do his straight shit. I mean, you partying.
Russia ain't a place that's known for gay stuff. They have been known for anti-gay stuff. So what makes you go to Russia? I'm like, stay the fuck out of Russia. But you go to Russia, you want to poke the bear, literally. I'm gonna go to Russia with my gay shit. Why? You can go to a whole lot of places where they condone your gay shit. Why would you go to Russia? You're like, oh, it's edgy because I'm gay where they don't like being gay. Yeah, it's gonna get caught. Yeah, it's probably gonna be in jail. You was already standing there damn near naked for just being gay. Why the fuck are you in Russia? Go somewhere where it's accepted and you be alright. Stay the fuck out of Russia. If you ain't just straight and white.
I mean, and Russia rough with the LGBT. Whew, wow.
Everywhere rough. Except for here, everywhere rough.
Well, it said, you know, Western liberals.
It's a lot of places cross seas.
Africans like that.
That's rough.
That is very, very staunchly against
Africans,
the LGBT community.
Arabs, Russians, a lot. Except for us.
Yeah, well, in our little corridor, I don't really understand why they so staunch against it, because you can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? You just like, I don't want to never see it or be around. Like, all right, no problem.
Most of those countries are ran by they look
Dictators,
towards the
yeah.
Bible. They look towards the Bible or whatever joint they read, and they really, you know what I'm saying, run their countries by the Bible. Or by talking about the Bible.
Or, yeah,
Man, there's literally a holy war going on right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Russia, they whatever they do the
Staunch
Christians and
Christianity.
like they not
Staunch Christians.
like nah. Arabs, nah.
yeah, they
Africans, they do a Christianity and nah. That's not what no. America is Sodom and Gomorrah. Go over there. Everywhere else, Jerusalem and Babylon and all that. Y'all want to go to Sodom and Gomorrah? Go to America.
that's fucked up. Like, it was in the Bible, so we can fuck y'all up. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't even know y'all like that to be
But that's how they be thinking. Like,
it's in the
yo.
Bible. Like, hey. You're like, are we going by the Bible now? Because I can find some shit. You're like, no, we just going by the part that fucks you old. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out.
Nah, but a lot of them other countries still do. Like their laws, their laws of the land are based off the Bible.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they base their especially
Shit, some places still stoning people.
Yeah, that's what I said. Their laws off the land.
Some places still stoning
We the
people.
only
You know what I
country
mean?
that made up a whole bunch of laws. It's a law for everything over here. It's a law for us doing this right now. We have to go to the FCC and all. You know what I'm saying? It's a law.
Yeah, it used to be a law. Now we can go ahead and rock it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a law. Like it's a law for everything over here.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends.
It just depends on your perspective,
It
man. 'Cause
depends
if you
on how
if
you
you
live in your life.
if you're one, yeah.
It
Because if
depends
you're
on how
one of
you
the,
live in your life.
if you know an individual who is, you know, quote unquote, would be considered having an alternative lifestyle, you know, this is probably the best place for you. Yeah.
Yeah, you want.
Hell, I know in Dubai, like it's a lot of stuff you can't do in Dubai. Like you can't really curse in Dubai. It's like a lot of stuff you
I
can't
have
do
no
there.
interest to go to Dubai. They're like, oh, it's the shit. I'm like, man, I can't do shit. You know, over there, but walk around like, man, this shit fly. You know what I'm saying? You can't do shit in Dubai.
Get drunk.
I don't need no more of that.
Yeah, you can't really smoke weed over there either.
Can't smoke.
Can't
weed.
smoke
Yeah.
weed. Ain't none of that.
Unless you that guy.
I mean, I know people that have smoked weed though, but it was hard to get it. You know,
I
it was
ain't
like it wasn't like freely like, yeah, just blow it. Nah.
Nah,
Like, you gotta know a guy that knows a guy that knows the guy that
Yeah,
knows
you got
them
it.
guys that knows the, you know.
Dubai ain't they fly for me to go and just see the sights. It's too fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh, man,
It's very hot. The consensus is extremely
I'm
hot.
not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
There's
listen,
no
I'm
question
just
about
like,
that. It
yeah,
is
like,
hot.
I got to be going and doing something as well. I ain't just going there and being hot because that's what everybody from here do. Like, we just be hot.
Smoke, I ain't
I'm
going.
good. Nah, I'm good on all of that. I'm good on pretty much any Arab country
I'm not going
because
if I can't smoke.
forget the smoking. If you can't treat my wife like she's used to being treated, we can't go. You know, if she got to wear a head wrap, like, nah, come on, we ain't got to do that. And we ain't even trying to disrespect y'all. If that's what y'all got going over there, we ain't showing up.
What if they just want your wife to be covered up? You
I
know, they
can't
don't-
smoke.
Like I said, we ain't
That's gonna be the all be all.
We ain't
That's gonna be the all be all. Cause I guarantee Janina wrap up if she could smoke. I ain't gonna wrap up and can't smoke.
She said,
No.
She said, I ain't wrapping up anyway. Damn,
No.
smoking. She's like, I ain't wrapping up anyway.
Shit,
I'm
but
not, I'm not gonna wear anything crazy.
the other. Oh, I can smoke.
Oh, no,
Oh
we-
man, throw that head wrap on. Man, go ahead and throw him on. We gonna sit. Listen, man, we gonna sit here and blow. We gonna do whatever we
You
gonna.
can't smoke, everything else go out the window.
Nah.
If I can't smoke and I gotta put a heat wrap, and my girl gotta put a heat wrap on, and she can't smoke
Nah.
that's definitely a no go.
I'm like, I don't like y'all. I mean, not saying I hate, but I'm like, what's the attraction? What can I see here? What am I supposed to be seeing here?
Oh, you gonna see some shit you ain't never seen before. You gonna see some shit you ain't never seen before in
You need to
Dubai.
show it to me and hurry up fast.
Nah, you gonna see some shit you gonna never seen before.
They
in
said
Dubai.
that's where all the Mercedes-Benz 190s go to die.
You might see
No,
a
it's a
walking
it's
building.
a technological
Might see a
marvel.
walking building in
Yeah,
Dubai.
it's a technological marvel,
Yo,
man.
I'm
as
on a
far
different
as,
street
you know.
every day.
You might do like you got shit where you eating like suspended over 200 feet and 2,000 feet in the
They
air.
had a walking crib.
You
where
know,
you could live on a different
like stuff
block
like
and
that.
all
Yes, man, I'm into some dumb shit. It ain't into dumb shit.
Like I remember I was going to talk about this before, but they have a thing called it's along the lines of a pipeline. It is an extremely natural city, but it's the technological edge in the world. It's called like the trench or something like that, and it runs off of 100% of the land, and there's literally no electricity in the city or
Right.
something like
They
that.
have no, like,
It's
zero
crazy.
waste.
Yeah, it's like zero waste, but it's like it's like hundreds of miles long. You know what I mean? But it's like eco-friendly and you know what I mean? They took the idea from somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken, and just ran with it. And it's probably one of the more amazing things you're ever gonna see in your life if you ever get a chance to see this job. But it's 100% all natural, runs off 100% the power of the earth. There's nothing electric about the place. It's the most amazing. But you would think to the naked eye that it's 100% electric. It's solar powered, stuff like that. It's crazy, man. It's a technological marvel, but based on all natural resources and natural fuels and energies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's probably fly to see. That doesn't, like you say, Snoop Dogg doesn't interest you. That shit don't interest me. You know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah, the smoking and the debauchery is what interests me. I don't have to be in how this Dubai.
You with the belly dancers and the weed?
I want the debauchery. I want that. She's like, nah, you gotta cover up. The fuck am I doing here then? To see you, motherfucker. I see it on. See
I
it.
mean, you
Yeah,
ride
different
you ride the dune buggies and the camels and it's experience.
Different strokes for different folks.
Cool.
You know,
All right.
Yeah, I ain't. That shit don't ain't.
that don't. Like, go there and see the sights.
I'm not gonna go over there just to get on a dune buggy. I don't even ride dune buggies over here.
I don't even have a license.
Would you ride a dune buggy over here if you could though?
I have chances. I'm 46 years old. I done had 32 years worth of chances to go somewhere and get on a dune buggy.
In that same environment? Like because I would assume that environment you'd have to be somewhere like the Grand Canyon or something to ride like dune buggies
Nah,
like
the
that.
environment really don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, to ride a dune buggy down the street ain't exactly like. That's not like dune buggy environment. The dune buggy is
we
meant to
gonna take
be
it out in the dirt.
rode in the
We gonna take
dunes
it out in
and
the
like
dirt,
and like.
too. Nah,
I'm not. I was
ain't-
never a person that was impressed
Yeah,
by
I ain't-
anything.
Okay,
you know
all right. Well, y'all don't care
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying, like a doom buggy. That's what I'm just saying. Like I'm not gonna go out there just to ride a.
What do y'all like then? So what
Dubai,
attracts you?
the shit that they don't do in Dubai.
You don't care about nothing at sea or nothing like no sites or anything at sea or anything like that. Nothing.
I don't know if they have them in Dubai.
No, I'm asking
I
you.
wanna
I'm
see
asking you.
those.
We're off Dubai. You don't care about nothing like that. No
Nah.
sites like that.
No,
Nothing like.
I would, yeah.
So
there-
no crew. So no cruises or nothing like that. That's not
No, I
happening.
didn't say
Yeah,
that.
I would take a cruise, but I'm not worried about what's going on off the boat.
Nah, I'm
Okay.
not. I go on a cruise.
Like I don't care.
So you don't care about snorkeling or nothing like that. You don't care about wind sailing, nothing
might
like that.
do
You
that.
don't want to do none of that.
I'm not.
I would do it. I don't care if I don't do it. It wouldn't be like, oh, I missed that. Oh, damn, I should have. It wouldn't bother me none if I did.
Right? I mean, because you haven't done it. Have you done it?
Nah, but it wouldn't bother me if I didn't. do
Okay,
it,
so right, I get that because
and I
who cares about doing shit they haven't done
Nah,
already?
but what I'm saying is, if I could get on a cruise, I could be on a cruise, and I wouldn't care if I did none of that stuff.
So if they gave you the opportunity, would you do it?
Possibly. I can say possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
But I ain't
It
going on
depends.
So jet skis and shit like you don't care about that.
Nah, I get on just. I had been, you know what
Oh,
I'm
I've
saying?
been on jet skis.
I don't.
That's cool.
that
So
shit
okay,
ain't-
so I'm just trying to figure out like
Nah.
what shit do y'all like?
just
Like
saying,
you
like,
know,
One thing I probably would do, if I went somewhere, I probably would what's the shit? Wind sail.
I'm with
Where
that.
you on
I
the
want
back,
to do that
where you
too.
on the boat, where the boat pull you, I probably would do
I'm trying
that.
to do
Like,
that
yo, I'm
down-
trying to do that.
I'm trying to do that down Ocean City.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that.
what I mean, would you do it down Ocean City?
Yeah. And that's
I'm trying to do
and
that.
that's why it
But
makes no sense for
anything
me to
else,
go all
like,
the way to Dubai to do that.
I'm not
If
really
that's the only
like,
attraction.
I don't
like,
care. I don't give a fuck about swimming with no fish. Man, all right, I might turn you down. The whole trip might be planned. Man, y'all go ahead. I don't feel like going in there. You know what I mean? Searching for no fish.
The things you can do in Dubai, you can do in a lot of other places. The shit you can't do in Dubai is the shit I'm not going to Dubai for. That's pretty much the gist of it. The shit you can't do in Dubai, like that's the shit I'm into. And you can do that in a whole lot of places. But the shit you can do in Dubai, you can pretty much do any motherfucking where. It may not look as spectacular, you know what I'm saying, with a walking building, and that's fine. But I'm like, you can parasail down Ocean City. And I want to do that shit today or tomorrow or this weekend. Not saying I'm going, but I know going to Dubai is gonna be hot as shit. I'm not gonna want to do that shit in Dubai. It's hot as a
You don't want parasail?
no. I said I'm going to parasail, not in Dubai, not in Dubai because it's 1,000 degrees.
That's the
Shit,
perfect time to parasail.
I,
It's 1,000 degrees.
I
You
don't want to be outside in 1,000 degrees.
you
Period.
in the water. You put a parasail. Hell.
If
Okay.
it's 1,000
Well, it sounds
degrees,
like Dubai's not the place for you. Period. Sounds like it's not the place for you.
I said it ain't the place.
Right,
for
it's
me.
not the
I
place
said,
for
like,
you.
nah, it don't do it.
Ocean City sounds like the place for
Not
you.
the place for me. I already know because I can't smoke weed.
All right. Okay.
Dubai is the place for
No
me.
place where I can't smoke weed. It's not the place for me.
It don't even have to be the smoking weed part, even though that's a significant piece
Nah,
of
I
it.
got-
It's just it's not enough there for me to go there and see that. For me, you like, oh,
Because I
all
don't
right, it's
drink.
all right.
I don't
They
do.
got-
I don't do no alternatives like that.
For somebody who don't drink, you drink a lot.
I drink on Tuesdays.
You drink on Tuesdays?
Yes. You ask anybody in my hood. Wednesday through third, I don't drink at all. I don't drink out there. I don't drink. This weekend, I'm gonna tell you, I don't drink. I drink on Tuesday.
You know when I drink?
Tuesdays.
Okay, so what's the difference?
But you drink other days too.
Not really. Not really.
I don't drink at all. I drink on Tuesdays. I started drinking a lot more on Tuesdays because.
But you've been drinking on Tuesdays for 3
The
years.
reason because my fellas was around. That's
You've
why.
been drinking on Tuesday for 3
One
years.
day out of the week for 3 years. I guess I'm a drinker. I guess it does.
The Tuesday drinker.
One day a week for 3
I ain't
years.
mad at that.
I guess.
You seem to hold up pretty well drinking.
Cause I don't drink like that. What the fuck is this? I done put 2 in here. You ain't seen me pour another shot yet. Nigga, what the fuck? Come on. Listen, I ain't playing with it. Is it Eddie King? I don't play with it, nigga. I don't
Okay. All right.
I wasn't noticing. I was like, "Damn, 2 cans. 2 cans.
Like, nigga, I got to get juiced down, man. I don't listen, man. I'm not doing this on the regular. What the fuck?
Hey, yo, nah, I've been watching your portion. You knocked down 2 cans of Coke on 1 shot of kill.
Nah, I gotta see you do way better than that, man.
I done seen-
You done way better
I
than
done
that.
seen that. I'm saying tonight, I'm like,
You done way better than
I'm
that,
like, you
bro.
got both the cans cracked open.
You done way better than that.
Nah, but I don't drink. Like, I don't drink. Like, I put it like this. I ain't had a drink in 2 weeks.
Cause you been sick.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't had a drink in 2 weeks. Like, I don't, like, I drink every Tuesday. I drink every Tuesday.
All right. Moving on. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Social media, man. Social media has its good things, has its bad things, man. Give me some things, man, that social media has ruined for you.
Ruined.
Give me some things that social media has ruined. I got one, man. I got one. For me personally, social media has ruined the entire movie experience.
That's what I thought I was going to say.
Because now, as opposed to back in the day, when a movie came out on Thursday, right? I had the peace of waiting for that movie to come out on Thursday, and there was no danger of me knowing what happened in that movie. Now, by Tuesday, I know what the plot of that movie is, who died, everything. It has been one hell of an experience to navigate the whole movie experience for me. If you're a movie person, which I am.
Step your game up. That's what they telling you. You better get there Friday.
You better get there grand
You
opening.
better,
I literally-
you better be a fan and get them tickets, them Thursday night tickets.
I don't think you don't understand what I say. I said if the movie comes out Thursday,
You said they already Tuesday.
by Tuesday, they already told you what's happening in that movie.
Oh, well, that one being said, man.
This has nothing to do with getting there early. You can't possibly get there earlier than the release date.
You can't stop people from giving up the beans. That was just like bootleg records. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
I know I can't. We talking about what has it ruined, and I said the experience of the freshness of the movie. And I'm a third. Now movies typically come out on a Thursday. I'm a Thursday movie
Yes,
person.
Yes. You,
But
you already know what it is by Tuesday.
bro, now unless you literally do this for about 3 or 4 days, but it's hard because you got so many mediums. You got
Well, that's
Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, everything.
So what you going to do? Well,
I just told you
me myself,
the best I can.
me myself, I always was late to the party anyway. Even though I thought I was beginning, I was like, oh man. But I heard so many people, bringing up stuff, or before. I'm like, I'm not going to watch it anyway, or I won't. I'll wait to see it. There are so many people who want to rush to be the person, or the people who break news or turn you on to something. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't necessarily mad at him. I ain't mad at him. I can't say this. Put a spoiler alert on what you say or whatever, so people who ain't whatever. But I'm not that person. I'm like, I don't really care. I'm probably not going to see it anyway. So it hasn't ruined that for me. I can understand where that comes from, where it ruined it for people. But that's been going on since the days of the dinosaur. It was people getting beat up over bootleg tapes and all that kind of stuff. You're like, yo, that ain't supposed to be out. How the fuck you know what the 5th song on my album sound like? They ain't supposed to be out. So that was, I can understand that. But what I do know is I've always wanted to be a person beforehand than afterhand. It just seems like I end up on the afterhand part. But if you was to tell me, yo, this is what happened beforehand, I'm like, cool. That might save me $27 from going to see this motherfucker.
So you appreciate social media from that aspect because it might save you a couple dollars.
Well, I'm not the movie guy or whatever. So I'm not either. I'm neutral, and I'm like, it's gonna happen. I don't watch enough movies for it to crush my spirit. I understand where you coming from, but at the same time, I'm also on the side of getting something early. But you're like, but you might fuck it up for other people. All right, with earmuffs. You know what I'm saying? Or, but that's what I'm saying. You put spoiler alert on it. But,
Bro, do you know how hard it was walking into fucking Infinity War? I mean, Endgame.
I bet it
You're
was-
walking into Endgame, and I literally saw a dude get a beat down because he said, "Yo, man, y'all not gonna believe who dies in this joint, man. Iron Man dies in the movie coming out of the theater, and he got decked for it."
That's a little extreme. That's up now. I understand people don't want,
You got another Coke, bro?
people don't want things spoiled for them.
I mean, it's more Coke in there if you want another Coke.
But at the same time, bro, I mean, you coming out of movies, coming out of events, and you just happen to just be venting, and somebody decked you like, yo, man, you taking this movie shit too serious. So when I said Iron Man dies, you thought that deserved me getting punched in the face because I quote unquote spoiled it for you?
Yeah, you know how serious this is. You know why we go see these movies. Why? So wait. Let me just. So you were distraught enough to come out of the movie theater and express, man, Iron Man die, man. Why can't I be emotional enough to be like, man, what the fuck is you doing, man? Like,
But you had no empathy. You like, he actually, we both people who care a lot about this.
If he said Iron Man died and start beating up people because Iron Man died,
they could go both ways.
but
They could go both
he
ways.
got punched in the face.
Yeah.
Nah.
Spoilers. It's 2020. Listen, at that point in time, like, that's egregious. Why would you do that? That's
not-
egregious.
Oh, now you're not taking my movie going feelings into account.
You saw the movie. What do you mean?
And I feel like that fucked up. The Iron Man got killed.
Bro, I ain't seen the movie
I
yet.
feel like that so wholeheartedly. I need to express this out loud, audibly. Not really caring who hears me.
Yeah, well, wham.
Is it my job because I already seen the movie to not say nothing about the movie I just watched?
Yeah, be considerate.
Oh, so
Just be considerate, but it's not my job to be like,
No, it's not your job. Just like it's not my job to be considerate and I deck you because you ruined my experience.
that's different. That's assault.
that's yeah.
Nah, it's not assault.
You should have said, "Fuck you, you spoiling for us."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of decking.
I'm verbally assaulting you. Assault is assault.
No.
No, that's
Nah, I'm verbally assaulting you.
With your
About
face.
punching?
Yeah, with
I'm like, nah. If I just call you a bitch ass nigga for fucking a movie up, you may say, man, you might be.
yeah, but that's the same thing as somebody coming up like, "Oh man, I didn't know
I
Iron Man died."
wouldn't-
You
So-
taking motherfuckers for that?
So for y'all, what does social media ruin for you?
It ain't ruined shit for me. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I ain't ruined that. Really.
Has it ruined anything for you?
To me, it's kind of ruined people's hope because so many people that tell you like, "Man, this social media shit ain't real," and you hear so much shit on social media. I mean, regardless of all the good shit that you might overlook on social media, it just seems like the people who fuck it up for me, they only hear the bad shit about social media, and I'll be like, "Man, what the fuck's up with your algorithm?" You know what I'm saying? Why don't you only have, friends that are unloyal? Why do you only have men you can't trust or women you can't trust? Like, why? I'm like, I didn't need to hear this shit going down my timeline. Now that's a spoiler. I didn't need to hear you was in motherfucking turmoil like that. But I'm like, what's spoiled? I ain't gonna say spoiled. It ain't really spoiled. I don't like to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all, that's what you're doing? Like, oh, all right, cool. A lot of times, all I do is just go somewhere else where there are no comments and read a story, listen to a song. And social media, and I'm talking about on social media. Not just, go to YouTube or whatever. Nah, I'll go to, okay, let me hit a reel that I like. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit a song that I like. And social media is not ruined for me. What's ruining it for me is people saying, oh man, you can't be this and that online. You can be who the fuck you want to be online. Because it don't fucking matter. But you keep bringing up who you can and can't be. It's nothing wrong. You're ruining it for people who don't have an outlet somewhere else. Or this is their main outlet. Why the fuck is you ruining it? Oh, you want it? This is all fake, make-believe, and real life at the same time. Oh, man, social media ain't real. Yeah, it is. It's real as a motherfucker. It's real as a motherfucker. Motherfuckers might be lying on there, but until you find out it's a lie, it's the goddamn truth. So how the fuck? Please stop getting on there telling people, oh, man, this and that. I ain't saying it's ruining it for me, but that's what's fucked up social media for me.
Was it made better? Has it made anything better for you?
It's made a lot of shit better for me.
Like what? What has it made better? Because no, has it made anything better for you, or just ain't ain't made shit better, or
media?
better or worse? Ain't did shit for you? Just come back to you. Think about it.
Because it ain't really do nothing for me per se. For me,
I just said, what has it made better? Like, what has it made better? Not necessarily but what has it made better? What experience has it made better?
Communication. Way easier to communicate with people who are not in your immediate vicinity. Much, much easier. And we communicate more through social media than we do through text. A lot of people don't understand that. You like, we hang out. We text, we have a group thread and all that. Guess where a lot of times we actually meet and saying shit? Social media. We can say it. No, I said I like
what I'm saying, but I feel it. But he said that made it better. That made it better that people on social media all the time, that they use that as some form of communicating to people.
Yeah, if you know how to use it responsibly, yeah. I mean, because also on social media, I've talked to people who don't live in this state, don't live in this country, don't live on this continent. I can't say that would happen with just a regular old phone. People have tuned into our show.
So it could happen
through social media.
Because once you talk to them on social media, you can just switch numbers.
No. Okay, so
People have tuned into our show.
If there was no social media, would you?
We wouldn't even have a
Okay,
show.
so you're talking about what you're talking about is
We didn't say if it wasn't what's social media. You said what has social media made good?
made better. What has it enhanced?
it made
Communication.
Communication.
Because if not for social media, would you have even been turned on to that person in another country? Because like you said, it's easy to.
I didn't say nothing about the other country. But once if you do talk to them on social media, you could talk to them in real life.
Would you
on
have
the
talked
phone.
if there were no
Let's just
social
say, nah,
media?
let's
Would you
just
have
keep it like
connected with
this.
that person?
I like your show. Let's just keep it like this.
Yeah, I understand that. I wouldn't. Nah.
So that has enhanced communication and relationships.
I guess. I guess because on social media, the motherfuckers I talk to. They in my phone. I don't be on, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Me, no. Because the people I
Okay,
talk
so
to
I'll tell you what's
be in my
been.
phone.
I'll tell you what is enhanced for me. Just pure entertainment. Because I've been thoroughly entertained by social media and some of the actors and actresses, and just not even actual intended comedy, but just
Right.
just the quote unquote broadcasting of events. You know what I mean? All right, so just okay, so case in point. I still to this day don't know what this sport is, but what is that clip where the niggas is running around smacking niggas on the chest, right? And it's like they're flying around and it's in the sand and there's people around them. I don't know what that is, but it's like slap chested.
I'd have never saw.
I would have never seen that.
Media.
Like, what is that?
Still never seen
What is that? Like, what is that, bro? But I have watched that clip 29 times, and I'm thoroughly entertained every time I watch it. I call it slap chess.
Yeah.
But I know, listen, I do know that the one nigga in the red and black shorts is insane with it.
He the Michael Jordan
Listen,
slap chat.
he is visually incredible, bro. Slap chess. I want to see more slap chess because I want to see more of that guy. I want to see more of that guy.
You see it, you might like it. You might want to see more.
Nah, looked entertaining to me. I'm telling you, it looked entertaining to me.
So
Yeah, that's what I could probably say. Just entertainment.
I would social media to me is so much more.
I know another way social
than it
media has
is-
made it very, very good for me.
How's that?
One of my favorite pastimes, man. Is it? But then again, I don't know if that's.
not.
I don't necessarily. That might be the
Not
interweb.
social
I was
media.
saying,
yeah,
where
it's
you
not
going? That's not social media.
Is that more the interweb or
That's
just?
the internet, yeah.
It's the interweb.
Well, the social media. Put it this way: the social media pages have made it easier to access.
You got to tab
with
it on pages just like you got tabbed Instagram. Fuck you mean easier to access?
It is
That was that don't count for social media. But I get what you're saying.
free because it's free, and I have it bookmarked. It's free, easily accessible. It is literally 2 taps away.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, even though I'm not sure what social media got to do with that. I've been doing
Well, because of
that before
well,
social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I've been
saying.
dealing with that before social media.
so listen.
Now, one thing I could say, I piggyback off that. Social media makes them the girls next door.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
look at the big boy Dre like, man. Oh no, shit.
Social media open them bags up. Open them bags up. Because that's one thing a lot of people want to be seen. It don't matter kind of what you're doing or whatever. And social media provides that for you. Social media is the club. You can go to a club, but then you go to social media, everybody else at this club, they all here.
I think it ruined that. It ruined the actual club experience because there's no need to go to the club now because they're all posing on social media. Why go to the club, get sweaty, spend money, waste gas when I can sit here in the chair, thumb through various pages of social media, and that same John that I was going to talk to in there, I can do from the comfort of my own home and cut out the middleman. And that's the extraneous event of spending money and getting dressed, and you know what I mean? Now I might get dressed to go meet her or whatever have you, but the whole pomp and circumstance of going to the club and getting sweaty and exerting energy and dancing with her, yada yada yada.
Right.
I can go from 1 to 10 instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can go 1 to 10.
Cutting out a lot of middlemen, especially with OnlyFans and with these pages on Twitter and Instagram, and I think they cut a lot of that out on Facebook. But yeah, it definitely social media turned the girl next door into somebody.
The girl in my on my screen.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it if it wasn't a whole lot of people for them to it was people out here doing porn and doing OnlyFans before this stuff came pop, social media came popular. More people started doing it. They're like, oh, okay, now I can actually get more bucks from it. There's a bigger net from it. So let me put that on social media.
It's
I'm with
convenience, just pure convenience.
They wasn't doing it for the bucks. Man,
Well,
it was like,
some of
man,
them-
I,
you gotta say
man,
some
I
of
was
them-
a whore. Oh, now it's cool to be a whore.
y'all. Yeah, some of that is definitely in there.
Ain't
Some
for
of that
no
is definitely
bucks,
in there.
man.
But that's what I'm saying. Some of the people who doing it,
Man, I was
social
popping my
media?
pussy in '88. I'm gonna pop my pussy in.
some of the people who doing it in social media are solely doing it because it's social media. Now, the quote unquote been down since day one.
So social media brought the peacock in them.
Yeah,
But the peacock out of them?
out of the ones who want an audience or need an audience, but like
Yeah.
that. There's some women and dudes that like, man, I don't care. I've been doing this, like you said, but
That's what I said. The motherfuckers,
it
the
brought so much more
motherfuckers
out.
before social media, the whores who made it to the porno made it to porno. The whores who didn't was whores. Y'all was just whores in your neighborhood.
Now
Y'all
you're-
didn't make it to Cali.
Now you're
So y'all just
internet
whores around here.
Now,
Now you want to pop your pussy? Yeah, man, they been doing this in the crib. Doing all that. Shaking they, playing with they self. It was just a whore.
social media says,
Yeah, oh, that was cool. Yeah, that was
Get
cool.
money from it, or at least get some fans from it. Get some likes from
Yeah,
it.
it's cool, man. Listen, they been was doing that,
I
man.
ain't mad at it.
It's just that some made it to Cali or something.
Yeah, some made it to the valley.
Some made it to New York or something.
So listen. All right.
The rest of y'all got 8 kids in the hood. Cause you wanted to pop that joint. Fuck all the
You
niggas.
just did it for free. You
Yeah,
know?
you did it for free
You,
then.
you was about 6-7 years too early. You could have capitalized off that if you'd have just
Nah, they ain't running the
not
Heather.
been a hussy.
They ain't running the Heather Hunter. I heard she was turning them all out. All the black chicks in the porno game got turned out by Heather Hunter.
I can believe that. I mean,
Shit, listen to him talk. Oh, when I was 18, I met Heather. When I was 17, I met Heather. Whoa.
You sound like Pinky right now.
That's how Pinky getting them.
Fresh, you ready, man? Let's get it, man. Let's talk about this pigskin.
What's the name? White man. Got Heather Hunter got her in the game. Joe Smith.
She's old school.
Heather Hunter introduced her to the game. She said, I fell in love. She said, I met Heather Hunter.
remember
one
her.
day, fell in love with her. She invited me to her house. And it was on.
Screw Joe Smith. Busy NFL schedule this week. Run down the scores. Fresh, let's see how we did.
nigga, I ate my shoes this week.
Yeah, I took a bloodbath. From what I can recall, I took a bloodbath.
I can't even hang my hat over.
All right, so wait. No. Let's just see, because it's been a couple weeks where I thought I took a bloodbath and it wasn't as bad. The Thursday game, Cowboys Seahawks, we both got that right. It was definitely closer than we thought. It was not going to be like a super blowout, but it was a lot closer, because at first when I'm looking at it, I was like, whoa, Cowboys the Seahawks messing things up. But it ended up happening how we thought it was going to happen. Cowboys beat the Seahawks. Colts Titans, I picked the Colts.
So did I.
Yeah, that went chalk. This didn't go how I thought it was going to go, and I think you alluded
Colts
to how
won, right?
Colts won,
there's
31-28. This it was a lot of dialogue about this game, man, but I mean, it turned out to be even uglier than we thought it would be, man. I mean, the Chargers won a game 6-0. I mean, if you got to win a game, you got to win a game. I mean, I got that wrong because I said the Patriots because I refused to pick the Chargers again. In the next game, we got the Lions and the Saints. I picked the Lions. I said if the Lions want to do something, they got to win this game. They didn't dominate the game, but they won, and I guess that's all that matters, because the scoreboard don't say, you won by. They say win, loss, tie, and the Lions walked away with another win. So to keep pace in the now super competitive NFC. Falcons and Jets. Falcons won this game.
I went Jets. I know I went Jets.
I got to go back because I think I picked the Falcons. Because I said the Jets wasn't going to muster up enough points, and that meant they weren't going to score 10 points, and they only scored 8 points.
I know I'm
So I think I won that one. This one I was totally shocked about. I mean, this one just how I still don't even know how this happened. The Cardinals beat the Steelers. Not only they beat them, they beat the brakes off them. 24-10. I don't know how that. I got that dead wrong. I don't know how that happened.
Kenny Two Gloves got hurt. They had to go to Mitchell. I mean, Kenny Two Gloves.
I'm sorry, you had to go to who?
Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh.
Kenny Two Gloves got hurt. he got a high ankle sprain, so he
Yeah,
just
he
had
fucked his ankle
surgery.
up.
Yeah, he may not be back for the season.
Moving
So
on.
they go to Mitchell.
Yeah, I totally wrong. I thought this would be the other way around. I thought the Steelers was going to get right in this game, but
So
it didn't
did I.
happen. Dolphins bloodbath, the Commanders. That went how I thought. You thought it was going to be closer.
I did. I thought.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be closer.
38-21.
Not I. No. This guy's texting me talking about, do you want that 70?
And they could have put 70 up. Nigga. Like he was going to put Mike White in them in the third quarter, man.
Nah, it wasn't the third. It wasn't the third quarter. It
We
wasn't
could
the
have
third
went
quarter.
70 down.
It wasn't the third
We
quarter.
put Mike White in.
With that 70.
Nah.
I'm back up getting starter time this year, man.
No, boom. I'm gonna be a starter
Listen,
next year. He got a lot.
Let's let the record reflect. He came in the fourth quarter and they ran every play in the fourth quarter, and they still actually scored 7 points in the fourth quarter. They ran like 25 consecutive run plays and
Right.
still scored. Moving on. Because listen, it was a blessing in disguise sort of thing, because homeboy had just came back and he got the chance to get like 15 carries,
Right, yeah, get back in the
and
groove.
and he's back in the groove. So boom. Now this one was the game that we said was going to be what it was, and it turned out to be what it was. Broncos Texans. Who'd you have?
I said Texas.
I said the Texans, and Texas pulled that joint out. They pulled it out. Shout out the young CJ Stroud, who is killing your myth about Ohio State quarterbacks.
Yo, let me ask you this though. They record 7 and what, 5?
7-5, yeah.
All right. So they won 4 games last year. So are we saying that they wasn't supposed to be win no more than 4 games this year, or he was supposed to add on to the 4 games?
Okay. So my thought process is, if you add probably one of the top 2 quarterbacks, I think if he is a generational quarterback, then this new era, you expect to see an increase in wins.
All right. So what I'm saying, all right. So by me saying that, so the slate don't go back to 0-0. So they won 4 games last year. He has to win more than 4 games.
Yeah, I would think so.
All right,
Because
okay.
only
That's
from the standpoint
I
of,
just be wondering, because they be saying like, yo,
it doesn't always
they won
happen that
4
way.
games and they got a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they won 4 games and now they got a better player.
Right, they should win more.
They should win more games.
Right.
Right.
So why is this so?
Well, it's
He won
shot.
3.
No. Finish saying what you were saying. Why is it so what?
They won 4 games. He is counting for exactly 3 wins.
I don't know. I don't even know if he's accounting for 3 wins. What I can say.
did.
This is what I can say. I can say that he has accounted for more of an opportunity for them to win some of those games that they lost last year, because they very well could have won some of these
But as of
games.
now, though, that's what I'm saying. They had 3 wins over last year, so he's accounted for 3 wins.
At least 3.
At least
Yeah,
3 wins.
yeah. Face value. At face value, he's accounted for 3 wins and counting.
Nah, but I just
Absolutely.
want to know how y'all thought about it if they went back to.
But I wouldn't count that again. I wouldn't hold that against him. I wouldn't hold that against him if, let's say, they was
You
2
wouldn't
wins
hold that
such.
against a player if they was 5 and 6 and they draft him and then they.
No, because it's football. I gotta look at the totality of everything. Because I've seen more examples of franchise quarterbacks stinking the gym up the first year and then rising to the top than these super splash guys that come in and immediately turn a franchise around in a miracle fashion. There's only a few guys that have done that.
But that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a miracle fashion if they make the playoffs. They won 4 games last year. So you would count him for 6 wins. That's what he should have been accounted for.
He should.
At least 3 to 4.
Where he's at right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least-
that's what
he's on track.
He's good.
He's on
That's what I'm
track.
saying, But that's what I'm saying. At least 3 to 4. That's what I'm saying. Do people really think? Do they really clean a slate and they go back to 0-0 and do the record like that?
I mean, I get what you're saying. It just depends. I guess it
It's a
depends.
whole new season.
No, it just
Whole
depends
new
on who you
season.
asking because my evaluation is different. I'm looking at the quarterback and I'm saying, okay, we won 4 games last year. We draft you 1, 2, 3, or 4. That high, the expectations are that you at least win 3 to 4 more games. But what, like I said, that doesn't always happen, and I'm not upset when it doesn't happen because I've seen instances where great quarterbacks have stunk the gym up early and have rebounded in later in years.
For Bryce Young, Carolina won more than 1 game last year.
I'm not
They
down on
bring
Bryce
you
Young.
in. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not down on
either,
Bryce
but
Young.
I'm just
Slaying it
but
out.
they bring you in, and we can't win more than 1 game.
I expect more, but are you asking me, is it his fault or is he short of expectations? He may be short of expectations, but do I flush the toilet on it?
No, I'm not saying
I don't
flush the toilet, but how is the measure with the same players? A lesser
No.
quarterback-
But I don't think Carolina's got the same players. Carolina, that's big for a quarterback, right?
I think they
That's
missing.
big.
I think they missing a lot more than just a wide receiver. They're missing linemen.
Listen.
They're missing receivers. Backs.
Listen.
Safeties.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about the quarterback position. To me, the quarterback position. Okay, so let's look at it from this perspective. Because if we were judging the quarterback position just strictly on early success, the Eagles would have benched Jalen Hurts. How about that?
Probably.
How about that? Think about that.
The Colts would have benched Peyton Manning.
Think about that. Drew Brees would have got benched.
Troy Aikman would have got benched.
Troy Aikman would have gotten run out of the league.
So
Aaron Rodgers wasn't ready.
yeah, he was what, year 4?
Bro, year 4 or 5.
And
Wasn't
still
ready.
was, I ain't gonna say
Wasn't
shaky,
ready.
but like yeah.
Wasn't ready. So I mean, to me, now Eli Manning, another one, terrible. There are a few examples of guys that were stellar early years.
Cam Newton.
You know what I mean? What's my man? Joe Burrow,
Obviously Joey B.
Joey B. But that's not common though. That's not common.
It's not.
That's not common for rookie guys to come in, lead teams to the playoffs, or lead them to 9-10 wins. That's not common.
It's not.
It's not common. So to have a quarterback in a Bryce Young situation, I've heard guys say, "Oh man, I would draft another quarterback." I don't know. I gotta because quarterback is a position that is.
I brought that all up just to circle around to Caleb Williams. He goes to the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't win more games than Justin Fields, is it a failure?
Nah, I'm not because I'm judging him on number one. I'm judging him on because with football, it's a lot more work in pieces.
I say it's the Bears. It's never a failure. The Bears don't know what the fuck they doing on offense.
And you're fighting that. You're fighting that. You're fighting the organization that historically, not recently, but historically
But
has
they
been.
saying you the missing piece.
He
If
could
I'm
be.
Yeah, you could be the missing piece. You could be the missing
so
piece.
many holes that they think ain't holes.
Okay, so
Man.
think about this. Okay, think about this. Joe Burrow, despite the Cincinnati Bengals not drafting any stellar offensive lineman, has managed to survive. And I say survive literally because now he's hurt again. This is the second time Joe Burrow has missed significant time. So until the Cincinnati Bengals shore up the offensive line, you're going to continue to have these sorts of situations with Joe Burrow. So it's not just on Joe Burrow, it's more of a total team thing.
And that's sort of kind of where I'm like, okay, Justin Fields, even though I don't think he's that great of a quarterback anyway.
And you can have that opinion. But it's hard to evaluate a guy when you're dealing with ineptitude all across the board.
People say DJ Moore is good. I'm like, all right, cool, but that's not the quarterback to unlock him, so he sucks.
Well, DJ Moore might have 1,000 yards this season. You know what I mean? He was successful before he got there, and he's actually pretty good with them.
You know where I had to look that up because I mean, not saying it like that.
That's why they acquired him.
I believe
he's
you.
doing
I
his
just didn't
thing.
think.
He's solid. He's
He
solid.
may be
He's
the only
solid.
person doing it, and that's what I'm saying. Like
The Bears have typically drafted by prototype and specific areas. They haven't necessarily drafted the best player available.
But that's what I'm saying. They went and got him weapons for this year. They went and got him
I don't
weapons.
think they got very many weapons. That's what I'm saying. They got him weapons. I don't.
Nah,
think
that was the scuttlebutt was that they upgraded his weapons. But I think we need to stop. I think what we need to stop doing with quarterbacks is stop looking at the outside and what teams acquire and start looking at the 5 guys that they have in front of them. Because if you don't have 5 guys in front of you
Get hurt
protecting
with
you,
the greatest 5-guy lineman in it's football.
chances are down though on that, and your chances of being successful.
you know what? You're absolutely right.
It's
But
not.
you're absolutely right. But
Every time I get tackled, I can get hurt. No matter who blocking for me.
But if I get tackled less,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you get tackled less,
would you agree with that, or that's just no? Is that no? If I get tackled less, that lessens my chance of getting hurt.
Nah, because then if I get hurt by getting tackled once, motherfuckers gonna say it was meant to be.
But then you're not answering my question.
So it don't matter if I get
So
tackled.
wouldn't you
more or
like to
less.
get tackled less? It actually
I don't wanna
does.
get tackled
It
at
actually
all.
does, man. Right. So if you don't want to get tackled at all, that sounds like you want to get tackled less, right?
Oh,
You want to get tackled less, right?
I mean, you have a better
So you rather get tackled more than less?
the Eagles got one of the
Would
best.
you rather get tackled more or less?
Less.
Right.
The Eagles got one of the best lines in football. Jalen Hurts is hurt from getting tackled. It didn't matter. They got one of the best lines. He's hurt.
So fuck the offensive line, just
No, not
grab
fuck
niggas.
the offensive line.
York Jets.
This is football.
New York Jets offensive line sucks way more significantly than
And that quarterback ain't get hurt because of the line.
he got.
He got hurt because he tried to because he got to run and
Because
he
he was
popped
rushed.
his Achilles.
Because he was rushed.
Why Zach Wilson ain't get hurt yet then?
Well,
Why
He hurt.
why the nigga that just cut the day ain't never get hurt?
They all was in the same circumstance of being
freak.
rushed.
Listen, injuries happen. I
That's
get
what
what
I'm
you're
saying.
saying, bro.
But
But you make it sound like we just way out in left field by saying the better offensive line increases your chances of not getting hurt.
I know it do, but that's not the end
Okay, but if you're saying you know it do, then we listen. You have a point, and we have 2 things can be true at the same time, bro. Like
but y'all
you
acting
can't
like it can. Because of what I'm saying. Because of what I'm saying, you acting like it can't be. 2 things can't be true at the
I
same
literally
time.
did I not just say
You
2
just said
things?
it. In your conversation right now, you just said
You
it.
just said because if you have a good line or a sucky line, you still gonna get hurt.
It could happen.
It could
You got the best line in the NFL and get hurt.
But you're not acknowledging if you have a better line, your chances of getting hurt are less. Nobody's saying you
It
can't get hurt.
depends. That's what I
It
said.
ain't-
It
it-
depends.
All right, moving on.
Man.
Moving on.
It depends, man. It's
Buccaneers and the
football.
Panthers.
I picked the Panthers
You do that.
because I said this would be the second win. Of
Yeah, I
franchise.
picked the Bucks. I got this one. I got this one right
That's
too.
what I ate.
I got this one right. I got this one
Panthers
right.
Almost won.
Cause I rode the hot streak. Rams beat the Browns. I didn't think it would be this bad though. 36-19.
I did pick Puka Nacua in them.
I did not think it would be this bad. I picked the Rams, but I didn't think it would be bad. Now, the next game.
You picked Joe Flacco.
What?
Yeah, that was the reason why I couldn't. I said I can't pick Joe Flacco,
You
man.
picked Joe Flacco.
I said I picked the Rams.
Oh, I thought you said you picked Cleveland.
No, I picked the
heard you
Rams.
say.
I picked the Rams because I rode the hot streak. I think they playing hot football at the right time. Now, Puka Nacua just got hurt. That may affect next week's pick. But the next game, this was the huge one. This was the big game. The big game. And I didn't think it would be this brutal. 49ers Eagles, 42-19.
Yeah, that second half got out of hand. Way.
It wasn't the second half, bro. It wasn't the second half. Listen, this got out of hand in the second and third quarters. When
Second
and we talked about it. You said the entire second. That game changed course in the second quarter. 49ers scored 14 points in the second quarter. Eagles had 6. That was the problem. The Eagles took 2 straight drives down the field and walked away with field goals.
Right.
And I said to myself, The Eagles are making the same mistake against the Niners that teams make against them, not converting drives into touchdowns. And what happened? The Niners commenced to scoring on the next 6 or so drives.
And when
right?
they got out of hand, it was the second half. They scored 6 touchdowns.
So let me
Second half.
time out.
I was like, nah, it turned
Ho,
in the
ho,
second
ho.
quarter.
Ho. 14-6 going into the half. 28-13 going into the fourth quarter.
So when does it get out of hand? Second half, right? That was what I said. It got out of hand.
I mean, it depends on what you want to call it. Because they score 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 14 in the fourth. Eagles, on the other hand,
But it wasn't
score
out
6
of the
points.
hand.
Eagles, on the other hand, score 6 points in the first, nothing in the second, and 7 in the third.
It was 14-6 at half. Am I right? 14-6 at half.
28
Is
to
that out of hand?
13.
Is that out of hand? Is that out of hand? 14-6 at half. Is that out of hand?
Nah,
What he's saying is the second half score was 28-13.
What I said, it got out of hand in the second half. I said it got out of hand. He said no. I said it got out of hand in the second half.
So listen, couple of things
It got out of hand
here.
in the second half.
Couple of things here. I want to point out something, which is astonishing to me about this game, right? This game was devoid of a lot of turnovers. There were no turnovers in this game. Think about it. Wasn't a lot of wild interceptions or fumbles. And to lose like that with no turnovers,
That was telling.
that says a lot.
Telling. A lot of people, they want to bring up, oh, well, they played 3 games in 11 days. There is no
They play what?
3 games in 11 days.
3 games in
They
13 days. It said 13 days.
13 days. I'm like,
Like my man Nick Rice said, you played 3 games in 15 days anyway.
exactly.
Math.
Exactly.
From Sunday to Sunday is only 5 days.
Exactly. From you
From
play three-
Sunday
you play
to
three-
Sunday is only 5 days.
You play 3 games in 14 days a lot of every fucking week. Every week you playing. You're playing 3 games in 14 days. You know what I'm saying? So I had a wrestling like I don't think that's what it was. I think
Nah.
they
I-
just
listen.
got beat by a better motherfucker.
If listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We talked about it Sunday, right? And we said a few things here. San Francisco had to show up, right?
Check.
San Francisco had to meet the physicality of the Eagles because what the Eagles did to the Cowboys is they said, look, you know, y'all come on in here to the link. All that fancy, shiny shit, check that at the door. This is a fight. San Francisco showed up for a fight. And they bullied the Eagles.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday. What this proved to me was that the Niners,
So they bullied the bullies.
they bullied the bullies.
Yeah.
Up to this point, yeah. Because the Eagles felt like they were the bullies. Despite the close games, yada, yada,
Definitely
yada.
thought he was a bully.
I was
Who?
saying
AJ Brown.
Oh, no, Jordan, to hear Eagles fans so
I'm
have
saying, all of them.
the brotherly shove was a bully play.
the whole way the Eagles play is bullshit.
Listen, let me also point something out. Let me
It ain't really that dynamic.
Legal as hell.
that shit, I mean,
It is illegal.
That shit illegal.
man, that's just soft, man. If you try and ban that, it is what it is. Let me point something out though. I do want to point something out that I saw over the past like 3 days, right? Eagle Nation, hear me and hear me good. I seen a lot of now. I listen, as a division rival, I don't like you, right? There are respect factors about you, right? But I've seen some of the most ugly things come out of y'all this week, man.
Do tell.
Listen, I've seen some of y'all make personal attacks on other people. I mean, it has nothing to do with football. I've seen dudes talk about other dudes' personal, like, high school career and how soft they was in the street. And, like, this loss make you talk like this loss bring that out of y'all. Like,
I can say
I've seen the most off basis
Nah, one thing
comments.
one thing I can say though, cause I defend niggas like that, just so you know what I mean, just to be defending niggas like that. Sometimes when niggas be liking a team and their team win, niggas don't just talk like they team won. Like by you bagging and boasting, you be saying other shit that make a nigga like, oh, you talking tough? You know what I mean? You bitch ass nigga, we just bust your ass.
But you've been saying the same shit for 10 weeks.
Nah, some niggas, it be different. Some niggas don't do that. Some niggas talk shit. Some niggas talk shit. And then some niggas talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't call me a bitch ass nigga while you talking about disrespecting me with my, like, you can say, yeah, we bust your ass. Then we bust your ass.
Yeah, please say
But
that.
you bitch ass nigga,
Oh.
we bust your,
I wasn't out there. What the fuck I doing in this?
oh, homie. Like, oh, man, you just call me a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, because you called me a bitch ass nigga 8 weeks
Nah,
straight.
but that's what I said. Sometimes.
You've been calling me a bitch ass nigga since y'all beat
You
us.
missed what I said. You just 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 missed what I said.
Tell me what I missed. I need to know what I
might
missed.
be a nigga who don't call a nigga the bitch ass nigga.
But it's
You just might be on your team. You just might like your team. You might, but when he win, he calls you the bitch ass nigga. You didn't call him a bitch ass nigga 10 weeks ago.
Okay, I got that.
You didn't call him a bitch ass nigga 10 weeks ago. But when his team win, he decided to call you a bitch ass nigga because all the stuff you've been talking. But none of the times you was talking, you called him a bitch ass nigga.
I couldn't call you a bitch ass nigga. I couldn't call you a bitch ass nigga.
It don't matter if you could or you couldn't. You didn't.
Okay.
You didn't.
But you did because you
But he
could.
called you a bitch ass nigga
Because you could.
Because he just wanted to.
And that-
he didn't have
But
to.
that's the same thing he said. He like, yo, that's
That's what I'm saying. If you no.
He's like, yo, dog, if I ain't call you a bitch ass nigga for 10 weeks,
Nigga, we ain't been calling niggas. We ain't been calling each other bitch ass niggas
That's
for
what I'm
years.
explaining to him.
All of a sudden,
Just
you
because
call me a
you-
bitch ass nigga because you win. But now, when it's my turn, I can't call you a bitch ass nigga.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's people that know what I'm saying.
some people, he said,
What I
some
was
people
saying,
talk up here, some people
no,
talk down here.
what I was saying was some of those comments could be going towards a nigga. I was just dissing your team. I was just dissing your team. Now your team won. Now you want to come back and call me a bitch ass nigga.
That's what he was alluding to.
All right. So now, so now, I'm going to say the underlying shit. Are you bitch? Now I'm going to say, nigga, you wasn't shit. Nigga, you ain't nothing. Are you talking all this crazy shit? You wasn't.
Oh, so when I give it to you, you can't take it.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I didn't give it to you. So now,
Hey,
Hold on. Let me explain. He's saying, if there was a person for 10 weeks that talked good about their team, but didn't call you a bitch ass nigga for 10 weeks, and then you was to win on the 11th week, then call him a bitch ass nigga. You saying you speaking from the perspective of him. He's speaking from the perspective of the person replying, oh, you want to call people a bitch ass nigga? Nigga, you ain't
played in this.
Now,
Nigga, you ain't done that, nigga.
Now,
You're not going to call me no bitch ass nigga. That's just like you calling me a bitch. That's just like you calling me
I
a
called
bitch.
it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, there's a differentiation in what y'all both saying now. Now I get it. He's saying the person that's responding back to the bitch ass nigga. You saying, yo, why you even call me a bitch ass nigga in the first? You like this nigga over here? Why did he?
now mind you, mind you, when I say bitch ass nigga, it's a loose interpretation.
Yeah.
But I've seen
Nah,
Eagles fans make personal attacks outside of just bragging about the game.
What I'm saying is they were ragging about the game all week.
I mean, but both teams have been talking crazy about each
That's
other
what I'm
because
saying.
Niner fans have felt, nigga, when we play y'all again, we gonna get y'all. We owe y'all. And
I'm
Eagles fans have been saying, Nah, man, y'all,
Nah,
man,
but that's what
we'll see y'all when we see y'all.
But the thing I was
We
saying
went up on
was-
y'all.
But the thing I was saying was, all fans ain't like that. Sometimes it be some personal shit that was said from a fan. Once y'all win, you want to be like, oh, we bust y'all, bitch. Yo, there's certain shit you can't say to people or it's going to get personal. It didn't just get personal because of the game. I'm not saying that. It's something that was said.
Okay,
It was
so
something that was said between people.
He
So-
put
so-
it out there, the Eagles Nation, they use
So Eagles fans can't lose, or it's gonna get personal.
I understand
No,
what
it's not
y'all
that.
saying.
It's not that they lost. Cause I'm pretty sure an Eagles fan didn't say that to everybody. He didn't call everybody out that said the Eagles were sorry. He didn't go make a line. Oh, you was a sucker in high school. You was a sucker in high school. No, it was specifically to a person.
It was. I see multiple posts from multiple people making personal attacks. You know what I mean?
Have you seen one
About
person? Have you seen one person making 5 different personal attacks, or 3 different personal attacks?
Nah, I've seen multiple people make a personal assessment
But what I'm asking
about
you,
about a
have
certain
you
type of
seen
fan
one person-
that they feel
Have you
shouldn't be
seen-
talking.
Have you seen one person dissing 5 different people personally over the Eagles in the football game? Because that's when you'll really know if a motherfucker is just like, I'm dissing everybody that hate my team. Or it's personal. You said something that was personal. I'm not dissing everybody. I'm not personally dissing everybody who don't like the Eagles. I'm dissing you personally because probably you said something crazy out your mouth personally to me.
Now, something crazy out your mouth, would that be, we bust y'all ass, and we knew y'all was fake? Now, that's the, we're like, oh, why are you coming at me personally for talking shit about the game? That's what he's saying. Like, yo, people are coming at people personally. You saying what some people saying personal shit about the game.
I mean, listen, man, listen.
I didn't see that.
This don't.
I didn't say
Listen,
that.
listen.
I don't know.
Listen. At the end of the day,
Y'all was kind of doing two different.
at the end of the day, this doesn't. Listen. Any given Sunday, right? You can get your ass whipped unless you're a terrible team and you get your ass whipped a lot, right? Any given Sunday, you can roll out and you get handled, right? It happens to some of the best teams, right?
Yes.
Ain't nobody went undefeated in how long? 30 years, 40 years, 40 some years, right? It doesn't happen.
51.
It doesn't happen, right?
51 years.
So in the game of football, whether you've played it or not, whether you've played it or not, we've all been personal to this sport, and we've all watched it, we've all studied it, we've all talked about it. We know what happens in the game, right? I respect those that have played it, right? Just like I respect any particular actor that's acted in a movie. I can still talk about a review of a movie, whether I'm an actor or not. I can talk about a review of an album, whether I've rapped or not.
Right. Exactly.
Any given Sunday, it happens. This doesn't make the Eagles any less of a contender.
Sure it doesn't.
You know what I mean? This doesn't move them down to 9th place.
Man,
It's just a conversation for a week.
from what I keep hearing, they still in first place.
It's a conversation for a week,
So,
right?
yes, it is.
It's a conversation for a week. Moving on. Chiefs Packers. Strange game. I picked the Chiefs,
Yes, you did.
and I said what? What did I say though?
You said
What did I say though? What did I say?
I got they in Lambeau. I like what I like what I'm seeing out of Jordan Love. I don't think that I can't remember everything.
No, keep going. You on it. I don't think they'll win, but
I don't think they'll win, but they'll put up a good showing, and they're problematic.
and because of what? Because I think Jordan Love will do what? He'll show out.
Oh, he'll show out.
Unfortunately, Jordan Love showed out a little too much and fucked my pickup.
You did say that.
He fucked my
went with the
pickup.
Chiefs. I went with the Chiefs.
I went with the Chiefs.
Hey, both my goddamn sneakers this week.
And this next one here, this next one.
Huh?
I said they should have lost.
This next one here. Bengals Jags. God damn you, Jacksonville, Duval County, man. I show confidence in you, and you do this. How do you lose to the Bengals without Joe Burrow, man?
They'd have won that game. If Trevor Lawrence was still in the game, they'd have won.
Yo, I don't know. I
Now
don't
they'd
know.
have went down and scored. They was on the move when he got hurt.
Jake Browning put up better numbers than I seen.
And
A
but see,
lot of
here's the problem. Here's the problem, right?
I'm like, holy shit! I did not see that coming. That's why I picked against you.
But see, that's the thing.
That's how I
But that's the
picked
thing
against you.
about football. Jake Browning did that. No. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Nixon did that after runs after catch.
Hold on.
Yaks. Man, they did that.
That man had 5 incompletions. I did not see that coming from him.
Because I'm throwing the ball 5 yards and them niggas is getting busy.
That wasn't like that every trip.
And I was like that a lot.
I watched a lot of the game.
I watched it too.
Okay, so the bomb.
That's one pass. He had 20 passes under 10 yards. He had 20 passes under 20 yards, and he was 28. He was 23 for 29.
I know he had 200 and some odd passing yards, and I know it was more than 10 yards of completion. And I was like, I didn't see that coming from Jake Browning at all. I dish Jake Browning. I can't go with. I was calling Josh Browning. I can't go with that.
But as you see in the NFL, it's about playmakers. Every team is coming in with quarterbacks and doing all
funny
that.
thing
The
is-
quarterbacks is getting all the accolades for these
He
niggas making
hit the
plays.
playmakers
But that's
way better than I thought he was going to hit the playmakers. That's what I'm like. Oh, regardless of 5 yards, whatever. He was only incomplete 5 or 6 times. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I didn't see that coming from Jake Browning at all. Whether it was 5 yards ahead, 5 yards behind, I didn't see that coming at all. And then when you see his numbers, everything wasn't just rack. It wasn't. And sometimes you have to throw a great ball for somebody to get a bunch of rack after. So I ain't saying I'm giving him I'm not giving him no less credit. Jake Browning is actually my 5 performance of the week. That's my 5. And actually, the Cole performance is in the same goddamn game. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay. So listen. Since we went there, okay, fire nice performances. Let's get to it.
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning, fire performance.
I shit on that. I can't believe in the Josh Browning experience. They ain't gonna put up enough points. And lo and behold, he came out and lit the shit up.
Fire performance of the week. Go.
Tyreek Hill.
Reek Hill? I can't argue with that.
That's fucking.
You know what I'm gonna give my fire performance to?
Who's that?
The fucking San Francisco 49ers secondary. That's what I'm gonna give my fire performance to. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen something that I haven't seen in 2 years. Jalen Hurts running around in the backfield with a gang of time and nobody to throw it to. And not only that, no interceptions, a bunch of batted down passes, no flags, no nothing. What I saw was excellent coverage downfield. Shout out to the 49ers secondary. Dud performances of the week.
Jacksonville fucking wires. Dog, nah. Because
game.
I was so against Jake Browning. I was so against it. I was
They
like,
should have won that game.
Dude,
missed the field goal. They should have won that game.
you should, regardless of all of that, the same person I shitted on, Jake Browning, is the person I put all the onus on. I'm like, dog, if he goes for what he went for, they're probably going to win. The thing is, he should not ever go for what he went for against a caliber team like yours coming up, trying to prove some shit on Monday
But you
Night
say
Football.
But you say that as to say the people he throwing it to shouldn't do what they do on a
No,
practice.
I'm saying I think.
Nah, Jake Browning's throwing to probably the best receiving
That's what
core in
I'm
the
saying.
league.
So you saying
What I'm saying
fuck
is,
what
I
he
didn't
doing
think that Jake Brown would
could
complete.
get them the ball?
Yes, I said that.
Right.
So you thought he was going to get sacked every time?
No, I
Or just
didn't.
throw incomplete?
Nah,
No.
you just,
I didn't.
well,
But he could have been.
what he said, he didn't think that Jake Browning would be able to bring them.
Tommy
like that.
DeVito ain't throwing to those guys.
I don't think Tommy.
If he was throwing to those guys,
man, I don't think he would have to show me.
Who's your ice performance of the week?
my ice performance of the week would have to be.
I'm gonna stay in the same game. I'm gonna stay in the same
But
game. Watch
I
this.
got a whole ice performance.
Hold on. We get back to you. We get back to you. We get back to you. I'm gonna stay in the same game.
Mine would have to be the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Cause those are the type of games you
gotta win.
supposed
You
to
gotta
win.
win. Yeah,
Nah,
you gotta
just
win.
Just because you want to feel. You got Patty Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
Like,
pick them. That's why I pick them.
like those games. You know what I mean? But yeah, I say that's my ice performance.
I'm gonna give an ice performance, man, to the offensive coordinator of the Eagles because this is why. Because you had DeAndre Swift rush the ball 6 times and you dropped Jalen Hurts back 45 times. To me, that's a terrible decision. You literally you decided not to run the ball. You didn't even give the young man a chance to change the game in a game where he could have had an effect on the game. You only gave the ball to him 6 times. Like, that's not like that ain't even enough to see if a guy can get going. So my ice performance is the play calling of the Eagles in terms of their choice of how they were going to approach the game.
That's a
Dropping Jalen Hurts back 45 times and only running the ball with a guy that literally is about to rush for who's probably your best running back that you've had since what, Shady McCoy? He's a real to me, DeAndre Swift is a real deal. DeAndre Swift is the real deal. So that's my ice performance. What did we learn? What did we learn this week before we get out of here? What did we learn? What did we learn?
What did I learn? I learned.
No. Oh, you had another ice performance.
I have an ice performance.
And then what did we learn?
We talked about this, and I said there's gonna be something funny going on in this game, and it actually outperformed what we underperformed it to be. The Chargers and the fucking New England. We said this was gonna be shit, and I was like, yo, man, I said it's gonna be something real funny, like a 16-6.
You would listen. We could have never fathomed 6-0.
6-0.
That might be that. I gotta look in the archives and I'll check and we'll have that answer for you on Sunday. Whether that was the lowest scoring game in the last. I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
But what I'm saying to you is how can you have an NFL football game where one team wins, one team loses, and it feel like the whole fucking NFL lost? How does anybody, even if you was a Chargers fan, how do you say, man, we feel good about this win? You put up 600.
No. I'm gonna feel good about the win because, like we always say, what do we say? It's 3 categories.
Wins, losses, and ties.
WLT. So listen, hey man, it's now because there's a seat that's hot, and if I'm Brandon Staley, I'm like, listen, a W cools the seat down somewhat.
It turned it up. You went into New England.
He's sabotaging that team.
Oh, Brandon Staley is
that's a hot
definitely. He's
take.
sabotaging.
Is that what you learned? Is that what you learned?
Listen, cause I seen the press conference. I seen him at the press conference, right? And we talked about it on the podcast a couple weeks ago about it was the Chargers defense. All those names and all that. Y'all not stopping.
Now Khalil Mack is leading the NFL in sacks. So
we like,
shout out to
y'all
Khalil
not
Mack.
stopping nobody. Herbert and them scoring, but y'all not stopping nobody.
Right.
Did you see the coach have a press conference? It was like, no, he's the defensive coach.
Yeah.
The defensive head coach said no.
They ain't got nothing to do.
They ain't got nothing to do with it. The defense is doing what it's supposed to do. No.
And that's why the Chargers are charging around this month.
And so now, after all that, now we can't score. Now we can't fucking score at all.
Your team
Herbert, Keenan Allen, Eckler, bruh, they can't get the ball. He's sabotaging that fucking team.
You
dog.
preaching to the choir. You preaching to the choir. I'm like, the whole team sucks. They was giving too much accolades to Justin Herbert. Brandon Staley, he should have been fired probably last fucking year. But they gonna get the Spanoses don't want to pay for somebody who ain't playing or coaching or administrating for their team.
Man, coaches don't cost that much.
You're right.
Well, coaches don't cost against. Wait a minute, am I wrong, or do coaches cost against the salary? They don't cost against the salary.
They do.
Right. So yeah, it's like
If you broke, I mean, I ain't gonna say if you broke. If you cheat, keep that bum ass motherfucker. The Spanos, every NFL owner has money.
Man, Brandon
Whether-
Staley,
whether
man,
you
listen,
feel like
man.
you
Brandon
cheated
Staley, listen,
because of your
man.
NFL money, that's another thing. That's another thing. And some people, like David Tepper, who is a crazy billionaire out in Carolina, he's paying 3 motherfucking head coaches. 3! He don't give a fuck. But how does he like, man, I don't, even if you had the money, would you want to be paying a motherfucker who don't work for you? You know what I'm saying? So, and if the people out there cheat, they're like, oh, we already suck. Why would we cut this sucky ass coach now? Let's keep sucking and we'll get another way. The Chargers,
Well, that's our philosophy. Let's keep this motherfucker and let's listen. We up to number 4 right
the
now.
Chargers have did it for 2 years. The Bears, that's what
Nah,
they
y'all got new
really do.
ownership though, so that y'all gonna write this shit with that.
Oh no, but hey, don't listen. Let's keep this nigga here.
Oh, yeah,
and let's
for
keep
now.
losing. Cause right now we got the 4th pick.
Yeah, nah, I'm just saying y'all gonna write this shit by the end of the year.
Let's-
Jackson
let's-
ain't playing, Magic and them ain't playing.
Listen, we got the number 4 pick. We got a number 4 pick. We got top 5 money in the NFL, and we can unload a couple other guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
listen, let's jump to week 14, man. The way too early picks
too early
in week
predictions.
14 before we get out of here, man. Let's throw some real quick picks out of there. Give me a second here. Wait a minute. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Wait. Week 14. Bonus. Oh, nah, that's definitely not the week.
Way too early.
Nah, that's way too late. No. Okay. So Sunday, December 10th. No. Thursday, December 7th. Patriots, Steelers. Let's go real quick. Rapid round.
Where's
Boom.
it at?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Who you got, Muff?
Patriots.
Patriots, Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh.
He gonna stifle Mr. Trubisky.
Listen.
Pick a tie.
You can if you
I'm
want.
going tie.
He just
I'm
stifled.
going
He
tie.
just,
You can't lose. You can't lose.
Maybe 3-3 or 6-6.
he just stifled.
Nobody-
Nah,
Justin
that's not gonna happen. Somebody gonna get their ass whipped in that
He
game.
just stifled.
Nah,
Listen.
those 2 teams.
Nah,
are
somebody gonna
very
get their ass
good.
whipped in that game. I'm going with the Steelers. Listen, Mike Tomlin ain't gonna drop 2 stickers in a row. Not gonna happen. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. Listen, Buccaneers, Falcons. Games in Atlanta. Right now, Atlanta opens -2.5.
Falcons.
I already.
I'm going Falcons too.
Yeah.
Lions, Bears in Chicago.
Bears.
Lions.
Lions.
How y'all got faith in the Lions?
Lions. Only
Can I ask you a question?
Lions.
Can I ask you a question?
Why? What's the question?
What happened to the Lions organization as a whole? They don't suck as an organization as a whole no more after
No, they
4 years of
they tried-
15.
they shedding it.
16.
Well, they're proving
14.
they're proving they're 9-3.
year.
Right, but we're in this 1 year. We in the year.
I'm saying
We in the
I
year.
heard y'all say plenty of times the organization is a failure.
Right.
Yes.
So
And-
that organization should still be a failure just because you're having one good season.
But then-
doesn't make you a good organization.
No, but us picking them doesn't confirm they're
Nah,
that organization.
I asked about-
What we saying is
what
what
label and everything.
what we saying is
Still a
it's working right now.
bullshit organization.
It's working right now because you got Dan Campbell, the new head coach.
Right. Right. At least twice.
Man, listen.
I get this year. They're doing pretty good.
It's not Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go with the Lions. It's not Thanksgiving.
Want to know, like
Colts, Bengals.
They might have the worst organization in football.
Mind you, I didn't
know.
have much faith.
I don't
didn't
know.
have much faith in them.
Moving on. Moving on. Hold on.
Oh, he said I
I don't know.
What was the question?
said Detroit.
He said he might have
Colts
worked
the worst
organization. I don't know.
in football.
I don't know.
The Bears been in Super Bowls recently with Rex Grossman. Mitchell Trubisky was in a
My argument is
Richard
that the
Trubisky
Lions
was in a-
don't have the worst front office.
championship game.
What I'm saying is the Lions don't have the worst front office.
They worse than the Jets.
The Jets went to a Super Bowl.
They worse than us?
Joe Namath. Detroit never went to a Super Bowl and they got 2 0-15
I
seasons.
guess you saying like that. Like, yeah,
They have 2 offers.
but
No, they're not worse than y'all.
but no,
That's
I'm
the
talking about in
organization.
recent history. In recent history.
No, they have 2-0-15 seasons, a 1-15 season, a 2-14 season.
In all those circumstances that led into them having 2-0 seasons, they've risen.
They're 9-3 right now, though. Like,
Season-
Right.
so we gotta go. Okay, I get what you said, but we gotta go
The
off.
organization.
I'm saying the organization still sucks.
That's what I'm asking.
They still
Could they possibly be the worst organization in
But
football?
this ain't the same. This isn't the same organization.
Why? 2 years ago, you was 2 for 14.
It is the same
And here, hold on, whoa, time out. If they're 2-14 and you rebuild, and now you're 9-3, that is
y'all was
what?
building on us. Y'all had a good little run last year. Didn't make the playoffs.
Right. So now you're so
the
so
same
what was your
organization,
record?
right?
What was your record last year? What was your record last year?
7.
You fell short.
Yeah.
So now you've eclipsed that, right? Because it was the same conversation we had 30 minutes ago.
Going that way.
You trending this way. You trending up. It's not like you're trending down. You trending upwards. You trending upwards. So yeah, I have reason to believe. Yeah, why not? Because yeah, it might be the same organization, but those picks that they're making seem to be panning out. Because it's not like you sometimes you don't jump from shit 0-15 to 14 and 3. Sometimes you build, and right, they're trending in the right
Them
direction.
niggas been building since Barry Sanders. Charles Johnson.
They made the playoffs a couple of those years with Barry Sanders, Megatron in them, right? They have made the playoffs a couple of years. This particular group with Dan Campbell have it on track, right? And then moving on. And then listen, Colts Bengals in Cincinnati. Colts Bengals in Cincinnati.
Colts.
Nah, I'm going to Bengals. I'm going Bengals. Colts don't win this one. I would have picked the Colts if it was in Indianapolis, but since it's in Cincinnati, I'm picking the Bengals. Who you got? Colts. Jags, Browns in Cleveland.
Jags. They just lost one. I thought they were going to win. They're going to win. Jags. Fuck, it's way too early. Jags.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Browns. If Trevor can't play, I'm going with
I'm
Browns.
going to Browns regardless. Give me the Browns. Panthers, Saints in New Orleans.
Shake them up. Panthers.
Saints. That Wayne threw for 200 yards all season.
Give me Saints. Give me the Saints. Here's an intriguing one.
That boy threw for 200 yards all season, man.
Intriguing one. Texans, Jets in New York. Texans, Jets in New York.
Texans. Do you know that Zach Wilson was offered the starting job?
And he's reluctant to take the job.
Nah, I'm good.
That nigga's a fool. You better take that job, nigga, because
Ain't no fool, he rich.
Nah, I'm good.
He rich, man.
Who you got?
A privilege.
Texans or Jets?
That's a privileged child. He
Texans
rich.
or Jets? In New York.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. Cause he gonna play this week. He gonna play.
I'm gonna go with the Jets.
They don't got no cut down the quarterback.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets. That could change come. That could change come Sunday.
It's way too early.
This is the way.
Yo, they cut Boyle today.
Rams, Ravens in Baltimore. Rams,
They
Ravens.
cut him. They cut him and signed what's his name? Brent Rippin on Seattle's practice squad. They cut the nigga who just started 2 games. they cut a nigga who just started 2 games for a practice squad.
This is why the Jets are probably what I'll say the worst. Now you ain't gonna argue down. Yeah, the Lions. they bad and shit. But I'm like, oh dog.
Oh, man, how can you say the Lions are bad? They're 9-3.
I'm saying over the course of time.
Franchise. We
to
gotta
lead
talk
up to
about this year. That don't make you
The
because you.
Jets.
That don't make you a good business. That don't make you a good business person because you had one good year of doing business.
But what it does
That don't make you
is
a good businessman.
this is what it does say. It does say I'm doing good business right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
I'm doing
but it don't
good
make you-
business now.
but it
Why,
don't make you
Jimmy,
a
why
good-
you kidding?
But it don't make you a good businessman.
Yo, and that's why I'm like, the Jets, you still doing bad
They
business.
don't make
on
that.
top
That's what I
of
said. They
bad
don't make them a
on
good
top of
business.
bad
Yeah, they don't make them good business.
Rams, Ravens in Baltimore.
Ravens.
Ravens in a smashing, and I love the Rams because the Rams have done me well. Oh, we got to check in on Sunday on this one too. The brothers are at the game, and they're checking in on Sunday. Vikings, Raiders, the Milburn brothers. They're at the game. They're in Vegas. They will be checking in. We just make sure we got to get the invite to them. They'll be at the tailgate.
What's the name? Come back this week.
Scholar Coaster, Jefferson comes back.
It's the first-
Who you going with?
I'm on Scholar
It's
Coaster.
the first.
Ah,
it's the
man,
first
I'm
game
gonna go.
they
I'm
play
gonna
together.
go Raider Nation.
This
I'm gonna
their
go
first-
Raider Nation.
Man, it's their first game playing together. Josh Dobbs gonna have a crazy
The
game.
Pasternak and Jefferson.
They gonna have a
I'm gonna change my pick. I'm going the Vikings. I'm going the Vikings. I'm going the Vikings. I'm going.
first game together.
It's way too early.
Yeah, it's way too early. It's way too
I
early.
guarantee you one thing. Because Josh Dobbs had played, 3 games with the Vikings, and they played with him, I guarantee you he throw that nigga the ball.
You gonna get 15 targets?
Why not?
Here's a good one. Here's a big one. Here's a huge one. Huge one. Huge one. 4 o'clock tilt. Seahawks at the Niners in San
Why is
Francisco.
that a huge one?
Because of the divisional
Seattle
games.
sucks.
Well, it's not used to you, but I mean,
Seattle sucks.
it's a division game.
I actually picked Seattle to win that division.
Nah. I thought you were talking about the game.
Nah, 49ers
I thought you were
roll.
talking about the game.
49ers roll in
Nah,
this
but they
game.
picked the 49ers.
49ers roll in this game.
Way too early pick. I'm going with Seattle. Because
Okay.
Seattle was not
because
good.
they took the game because Niners took the game up Seattle.
How about this one? How about this one?
Seattle's
How
not
about
good.
this one?
Way too early.
Bills,
Not good.
Chiefs, and Arrowhead. Bills, Chiefs, and Arrowhead.
I like the Chiefs. For
I like the
reason,
Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs rebounding.
For some reason, the Chiefs get up for games like those.
I like the Chiefs getting back. I like the Chiefs on a get back game.
I like the
The
Bills.
Bills, if the Bills are smart, they understand they need some draft positioning with this pick, with this game.
I like
Give me the Chiefs. Broncos, Chargers in LA. Broncos, Chargers in LA.
Broncos. They just a better team now.
Nah, Russ ain't
Nah,
that
give me the
good.
Chargers. This is
Give me
gonna be a
the Chargers.
wonky
Russ
one.
ain't that
This is
good.
gonna be a weird one.
Those are
And for me to pick
those
the
ghost-
Chargers and to wait
those
too
ghost
early,
stats, those ghost stats.
this is a game the Chargers will
Those
win.
ghost stats. Rush shit. Those shits is.
How about this one? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. How about this one, man? Hold up. Wait a minute. In the game of the week. It seems like it's the only game. Eagles Cowboys.
Give me Cowboys.
In Dallas.
Give me Cowboys.
This was your early season. This is your pick. They still alive.
Give me Cowboys.
Who you got?
Give me Eagles.
Got the Beegs? Got the Eagles? Give me the Cowboys, man. Give me the Cowboys.
What's the name of them? Might have been scared of Debo. They ain't scared of CeeDee Lamb, man.
Finesse team.
Yeah, they ain't scared. Nah, they just not. Niggas ain't Debo. Niggas not catching 5-yard screens, muffling it all the way to the house. You know what I'm saying?
Different
They
mentality.
got gas and Debo.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys for a different reason. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys for a different because this is how it's supposed to play out for the Eagles.
They gonna beat the Cowboys.
Nah, I got and recent history tells me that the Cowboys own the Eagles. To be honest with you, the numbers suggest Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys. Way
How they
too early.
own the Eagles?
In this
They just
Monday,
lost.
we got to listen. We got a double Monday night tilt. A double Monday night tilt. And listen, I'm gonna keep it a bean. First game might not be much. You know what I mean? But the second game just feels weird to me. Oh, you got the Titans and the Dolphins and Miami.
I think they both
We know what
play
to
at
do.
8:00.
We know what. Yeah, they play 8, but I call it the early game because the first game is showed up. We know what the Dolphins do to bad teams. Titans are 4-8.
They're gonna smash him. I got. That's my Super Bowl pick in the AFC. A smashing, 40 points, 40 to about 14.
Who you got? Well, I mean, it's around. Dolphins wrap them up, man. Dolphins wrap up the Titans. Yeah, they roll. The real MVP of the NFL keeps the 2,000-yard march going. The real MVP because the NFL's MVP is Brock Purdy, but I think Son is the real MVP. He's putting together a 2,000-yard receiving season, and it might be a 20-touchdown season. Stay tuned. It might be a 20 touchdown season. It might come.
It is.
And in the other Monday night game, Packers Giants. Packers travel to New York. How about that one? Talk to me. Talk to me. Oh, I know it's off the radar, but talk to me.
You said Packers is traveling to the Giants.
Packers is
I
traveling
like
to.
the Packers.
You like the Pack?
I think they almost put together a professional enough performance to actually be called Tommy DeVito and Daniel Jones, but not yet.
I hope the Giants win.
Give me the Giants.
I have an ulterior motive.
Give me the Giants.
I have an ulterior motive because I want the Giants to win and improve my draft stock. But I think the Packers. I think the Packers win this game. I think Jordan Love late season push to make the playoffs. Don't make the playoffs, but I think next year they come back strong. Give me the Packers in this victory. Boom, Fire and Ice. Let's get it. Way too early predictions. I love it. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but y'all rocking with us, man. Listen.
We're going to spank them.
Listen.
Oh, we're going to spank them.
Listen.
We're going to spank them.
You know what?
We're going to spank
I
them.
want to make a way too early prediction.
Who's that?
Alabama going to spank them.
Was that Alabama
They
versus
trying to
Michigan?
They trying to keep us out the big game.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
As much as I like what Michigan has done all season,
You heard when they announced us? You heard when they announced who Michigan was playing with? They said, oh, man. They was hurt.
I'm not gonna
They
lie
was hurt.
to
They
you.
thought they was going to get Florida State. They was going to be cheering and everything. They said Alabama. They said, oh, man.
If there's a team out
Florida
there,
State would have smacked them, though. I'm gonna tell you, if Young Boy wouldn't have got hurt, Florida State would have smacked them. Florida State would have smacked
this is
Michigan.
where I'm going.
They'd have smacked
Michigan
Michigan.
is a team that has a very high basement.
It's not,
Atlanta
but Michigan's
has a very
not
high
bad.
ceiling.
Michigan's not a
No.
bad team.
It's only so bad they're gonna be. But I've been seeing this Michigan team since the 80s. You can't tell me this is anything different than what you've been seeing since the 80s.
They
Run
ain't
the
got
ball,
no
run the ball.
receivers.
They
Yeah.
never had any receivers.
Yeah.
So
They don't
I
got
love that
This
boy.
is-
I love that kid, Keon Coleman, for the
and that's what I'm
the
saying.
Seminoles.
The Michigan
Love 'em.
Wolverines, every now and then, they're gonna lose. I said it first. When I saw it was Alabama, I said they're gonna lose that game because they've just been Michigan. Alabama, they got players all around the player. They just wasn't doing what they needed
It's
to
just
do.
a different mentality.
Michigan,
It's a different level of physicality, man.
Run the ball,
It's a
run the
different.
ball,
It's a
run the
different
ball.
level. It's a
That's
different
what
level of
it is.
physicality.
We're
Rest
going to
in
avenge our
peace.
only L. We're going to avenge our only L.
Against Texas, you think Texas gonna win?
Yeah, they're going to beat Washington.
That's gonna be
Texas,
shootout.
good.
I don't think there's gonna be no
Listen, man.
defense played in that game.
Listen.
Nah, but what's the name plays a little bit more defense than Washington.
The Pac-10 has. Let us never ever mistake the Pac-10 for ever playing any defense. But listen, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Shout out to E Square Cigar Lounge. Shout out to the Concert Crew podcast. Shout out to B Matt. Rocking out in Bucharest. Big weekend of sports coming through. We'll be with y'all Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Rocking out. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, man, football is crazy, and now that I don't like my job like that, it's weird. You can probably see us maybe 1 or 2 more times a week.
Listen, I'm having a bad sports year, period. The only thing that I'm happy about is my Rockets do not absolutely, they're not horse shit. Shout out to Ime Udoka. Shout out to Ime Udoka. We coming back later on this week with that. Shout out to Ime Udoka, man, for turning the team around, at least giving them some direction. I mean, I don't expect them to do much, but at least there's some direction there. There's some promise. Yeah, for the end season, John. And y'all cracked us this week, man. I talked a lot of shit last week, man. And fucking Arkansas. Well, I can't say y'all cracked us, but your former team cracked us.
Who played like? Well, I know a couple niggas, but I don't.
All right, well, let's move on. Fresh, get us out of here. We appreciate it, man. Shit, guys.
We live at the Fire and Ice podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware. Where are you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now. Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy,